I think this sits in a FUT sort of favour. Do you? Where do you
yes,
stand that, John?
all I'm concerned really is about FUT across the best of 5 veto. Again, for me, the veto is kind of as expected, I'd say, but I would definitely say towards the tail end, Heretics probably have a slight upper hand.
So if you are on the FUT side, you're hoping for a cleaner affair, front-loaded. And for Heretics, let's say if they've got the stamina to keep going as they did before, because Woot was one of the players who was absolutely out of this world in that previous game. And Boo's gone down. So the backline broken, and Rien's getting interested.
Timing is perfect on that.
Really lovely. Sociable unable to close down on these kills, though. Look at the backline.
I was going to say, yeah, Benji actually in a position here to slow things down. Sociable does find a kill here. Koshmara
Look at the
finally
damage.
shuts him down. You're right, 15 HP, 10 HP. The shock dart here, missing. But they can slow things down now. Force the hand of Heretics.
Again, that shock dart feels terrifying just to have still in hand. Zeus. Ooh, that was a shot from Rien. Gonna need some more, not gonna happen. Simply good numbers with FUT, right place for it, well controlled, and a brilliant start. Again, for me, it's just, I want to see the kind of,
Go on. Don't be shy.
Because it sounds like a negative, but it's not. It's more that for Heretics, the exhaustion has got to be there. That emotional come down, right? And to come back in with that same sort of vigor like they just had is going to be a very different affair. So I don't ever see that they're going to take the foot off the gas.
These opening rounds are absolutely crucial for Heretics in terms of probably keeping things contested at least. Like I said, it's always a consideration to go into a best of 5. It's a terrifying prospect to play against any team as well, especially when you come off of a series yesterday.
Like that, you know, this is kind of a bigger factor.
Talking yesterday about how hard Boo was being tested individually.
Yes.
It's a similar sort of case here versus FUT. Well, that thought though, Yetajay have some company here. Catch a glimpse. Actually,
tested.
Kind of pressure applied here, but FUT ready to pounce on the opportunity.
Sorry, Sob just slid out of window like it was his all along, and well, I guess it was, as Rien's last one alive. And actually for Rien's, had a bit of an off day before.
Much slower. There were numbers. And again, not necessarily seeing him present in a lot of rounds that he traditionally would be.
Yeah. I mean, his run until this point has been nothing short of miraculous at times, but a little bit of a dip in performance. But great to see that Koshmaras was able to, swing up. Was able to swing up. Benji, the lot of them were able to pick up in that instance. I'll be interested to see if Rienz gets back to some sort of business here, but a tough opponent. Second round theirs, and confidence not an issue for FUT.
First round here where Heretics can have rifles to bring in. Still protected in terms of round 3 inventory here for FUT. Only really Yetajay the weaker aspect of this, but Sop immediately shutting down Benji. Great set piece out here, removes the backline and forces Heretics forwards onto B.
And Sop has been such a
sensational
impact player. Yeah. And again, kind of figuring out his attitude as well as he's gone along.
Spike planted.
5v4, B plant will allow some of these weapons to be very, very viable here for FUT, so it's, guys, is no one looking behind you? What is going on here for Heretics? That's really sloppy from them, completely focused towards that A-Link side and forgot about mid and everywhere else, it felt like.
Well,
what was the protocol
It looked
there?
like Sociable was kind of tucked in there, but wasn't forced out by the drone. He stays tucked when the drone passes him. Again, very awkward. This is just a great set piece here. Benji obviously has to try and deal with the start. It's just there on the X-ray. You see Sociable is eventually killed, but it didn't look like initially he was traded off the drone's contact. And at that point, FUT know they have a little bit of freedom towards the front side of B, and they run rampant with it.
And this feels like a confidence builder in case Zeus needed any more of that. It's just game after game, and I guess that Waylay getting another litmus test, another temperature check on if we like it or not.
Yeah, I'm going to be honest, week 3 versus Liquid, that was kind of where I was sold on the kind of jet combo.
Yep.
Certainly something to keep an eye on today. Maybe a couple of tweaks in terms of their approach overall here. Zeus will take a tag, but actually does trade out a headshot here onto Koshmaras. Down to 10 HP. Boo does have a Guardian, but elsewhere it's just upgraded pistols.
Had a couple of these, though, in just that prior game for Heretics. Sociable happily controlling a substantial amount of space. Still has his paranoia. Smoke about to be cycled back in. So about the minute mark. Heretics not getting much play. Again, that aggressive start has been kept calm. Spike's not really left that seaside either, so kind of just taking the tour, taking a little bit of a look, see if they can get something going for themselves, but patience on display from FUT.
Yeah, for sure, and I'm waiting for some of those rounds that we saw yesterday from Heretics where they were willing to just go balls to the wall and brawl out, because they looked fantastic dealing with the likes of Eternal Fire in that situation.
They pulled a decent amount of rotation.
Okay. Okay, 10 HP by the way.
That's nuts, but it is a fake, so you got to look at the success on the site, and with Wu doing that, that's wonderful, but it's Zeus in reply with 2. They've made something out of nothing here, and Koshmaras is an issue.
He's calling them back, but look at Sociable.
Oh, is he going to play spoiler? They can't come back on this, surely not.
Called the cancel now because of the time.
Where's that dart go? Cross-delete's right there. This is now getting really, really weird. You're going to have one in spawn. Koshmaras has a timer on his head of being valuable. Sociable, similar sort of thing. Can they dig out Boo in time? Boo turning at the right time. Oh, and he outdoes Sociable. All right, cross-delete. Spins back.
No way.
The pop of the ult. That's wild, Boo. Got to stay quick on his feet here. Doesn't get the shot he wanted. Boo still lives, but he falls. Held out in the open.
Oh my God, man. He's just avoiding some of the predictable spots here with the Hunter's Fury, and he's caught, as you said, in the open at the end of long. A Red Bull clutch here for Cross-delete. The read on the flank, the timing almost slips through his fingers. You can see it's a soft check back here, but just catches a glimpse. Able to close this out for a 4th round to start off Haven here for FUT. Looking very, very composed. A slower affair here, and luckily FUT able to whittle away at Heretics. Some ults coming online now. Hunter's Fury and a TP available for Heretics now. And Wook just missing one. Does actually have the operator here, so again, indicative of a slower approach. Sop will actually give up his own operator in that equation.
Bit of a check on Sop as well. His aggression might, I don't want to say it's going to be quelled, but it's a nice kind of put him back into place early on, keep him somewhat out of these rounds. But he hasn't really been the headliner yet either, so eyes on Zeus and Cross-delete, trying to make things work. And looking at Heretics, reading like they want to adjust off the back of potentially that pick. Maybe eye up a new avenue of approach. Still about the minute mark, so plenty of time to be played with.
We'll be able to get into a position to police this operator at least. We'll remove the trip. Heretics now grouped outside B. Man to the good. TP going to be sent in here to clear back site.
Yep, good call. It was the post plant that kind of put a question mark by me, holding that kind of
extra body and weapons here.
Push
so
by middle. Yeah, there should be no excuse to lose this deeper backline, and they put a lot more players to it. So we're already going to have 2 here. Benji being 1, Koshmaras the other. So right understanding.
Well, they're looking for Rians, basically for the Hunter's Fury.
Clearing through well. Benji. Oh! Double for Benji. I don't want to say gifted, but he takes that with open arms as Sociable, the last one here. And a great approach from Heretics. Felt like they got the right read, right sight, and right approach.
Sociable still in a position to do damage, but Heretics exiting out towards A-Link. Not going to be given the opportunity for an exit here. To give this one up, Heretics will get their first on the board. Obviously, Operator will fall. Garage won't be retrieved. At least they're on the board. And a much slower approach here, given the opportunity to find that opener and really slowing the round down. Maybe anticipating FUT, prioritizing somewhere on the extremity to maybe equalize. I mean, already FUT have shown intention to dig Benji out of those early spots. So surely has to be a consideration around like this, where they find a pick. There's no second layer to that. It's just Sop solo swinging out.
Well, it's going to be Sop with an ult this round. So don't know where he's fancying that one.
Yeah, got to still expect the possibility that he goes forwards.
There is a chance. So is there any priority on any of the extremities here? Nothing too active, but much deeper trip now placed towards C, going to free up Yet J to lean a little heavier towards Garage, but a heavy emphasis on that kind of BA hold.
Zeus's position here, ultimate available, can really provide a lot of support if this execute towards A comes through. certainly be something Crossley and Sociable will bank on if the opportunity arrives. Again, very, very tempered approach here from Heretics.
This feels like some of the, if you're looking at the scale of their attack sides, they've been quite pacey about it. This does feel much,
certainly
much
yesterday,
slower.
yeah.
Maybe how you have to play against FUT, or, you know, in comparison to...
I would argue you need a similar sort of approach.
Good info for Crossley there. Should prepare Sociable, but has to play his life, but he gets caught by Woot. Good entry, better trade, and then the pop of the ult stop. How much have you got here? Gonna know the player up towards that heaven side, but it's Woot again. Benji still going. Zeus is on the side, Yeta J as well, not too far off from this. On the way over, but what a shot from Zeus. Benji, gonna need a 1v2. He's got the first, he's read the position. He looked up there, but it was just a
didn't see him.
Oh, ho, ho! From 2 to 3, and now a Red Bull clutch for Benji.
Beautiful cleanup here. A chance, I think Yeta actually spots Benji there on the jump through. Great fake on the spike as well, just to draw out the last player. Second on the board here for Heretics, and unfortunately, down to lesser purchase. You see, just caught a glimpse there, actually, before Yeta jumps up.
Benji!
I'm saying he's really been building up to a moment like this, obviously with the qualification at stake, but continuing to shine here today.
Could be a really good time to kind of re-hit that peak form almost as well. See if we can achieve that longer term. Here, we are going to be on a lighter buy. Koshmaras, all too aware. That Outlaw doing what he needed. That A site going to be under scrutiny. Going to actually invest the ult on this. You just wanted to be certain as they do clear through. No real battle back here from FUT. It's a little tricky.
And Sociable actually took a ton of damage there. Oh, and actually spammed out now by Benji. It's just Sop left, Sheriff in hand. Could this be the wind in the sails of Heretics? Certainly a pace change here. Benji to clean up. Will be an in-zone flawless here for number 3. Hunter's Fury and a Blade Storm available for Heretics to hopefully stabilize here. I mean, you look at what's in the bank behind this already. Got a bit of a cushion. It's a great clearance through here. Again, Koshmaras just been so explosive yesterday. Talking about the role that he has to fulfill, he's on the front lines and delivering for Heretics.
Yeah, he's actually been quite interesting to watch. I was curious to see how quickly he'd be acclimatizing into this roster, and he's just hit the ground running, it feels like, and made it his own. Zeus, though, is looking to challenge up A long. Already a player ahead, though, is Koshmaras. Does he get played in? Does he get caught out? This is a hard walk back here. Angle favorable to Zeus and the FUT side, but it is selling a fake.
Oh my God, Sociable!
How's that happened? Woot's able to turn around in time. Yeta J's gonna have the surprise of his life here. Benji makes a go of it, but better control from Yeta J. Able to dip away now as he's seen the rest of the picture.
Just Boo and Rien's left now. Sop on this angle will find Rien's. Boo, unfortunately, revealed by the drone. His days are numbered for sure. Will catch the stun. And just toying with them, playing with their food. Zeus
getting close to ult.
Sociable with a chance here to really shut this down before it gets going, but Woot just spins on a dime. Not even sure if he caught a glimpse there, maybe, on the turn.
Sure, find out that he's on the case.
Crazy sequence of events here, but Yeta J able to find 2 crucial kills.
Nice! Let's go!
A timeout called here by Heretics early on. 5-3 scoreline, not necessarily many concerns.
2 finals, Barcelona. Get a ticket. So that was a good sell.
Nice, yeah.
Nice.
See you there.
Yeah, I think honestly I did Slaky's merch better. I was caught off guard, man. I hadn't come up with anything. I'm sorry. I'll do better next time. Odin's out for Yeta J, and so much put towards him, keeping half of this bloody map safe, and he seems to be doing so well at it.
And pivotal in terms of that previous round with Sociable.
My camera is destroyed.
Bit of a whiff over towards Platt. The set piece here, potentially. Heretics aren't necessarily playing into it right now, but FUT will stick to their guns. Spike making its way over towards A. It's only 1 player for FUT here. Crostoli in a very shallow drone, but still will catch somebody. Probably fairly telling as well that it's Rienz, but won't note a player slipping all the way down the ramp into sewer. On the back of that now, we're going to go forwards. Playing into the opposite side of that equation. The lack of information here is just a trip to hold down C long. And this trap won't net them anything in garage.
Here.
No. It's really a misread. They're still close enough by, but EMJ has to dip away. You can see the consideration. This is a full sight hit. Yeah, we know where Benji is, but even with that in mind, you can't really progress up and hit the lurk, so it's going to be down on trying to maybe get some presence going a little later in the round, but they have to hold the site. 4 players, dedicated, Paranoia, primed, ready. What is the goer? I'd imagine this, but stalled out.
We're under a ton of pressure here, forced off these early angles. Gosh, Moras near-sighted here. Actually revealed and he's cleared.
Look at that burst from FUT.
My
Unbelievable. Just so powerful in approach. Benji late to the party. Couldn't get the lurk, but that retake. Unreal.
Absolutely clinical from FUT. An in-zone flawless. Nothing short of the word. And Kosh Moras posted up close here. Looks for maybe a cheeky kill after that first dash onto sight. But the clearance is absolutely beautiful. Catch here from Zeus on 2 players. Nothing short of perfection here.
Perfect.
And this is the plan B as well. They don't get anything from the setup towards garage that
Nice.
they're banking fairly heavily on.
Play. Bro.
Fair play.
Fair play.
Maybe
Yeah,
that wasn't
cool.
plan B, that was winging
Yeah.
it.
6-3. Man, if they can keep doing that sort of thing, though, what are you meant to do? Bai's looking a little shaky now for Heretics. Well, that's Stinger, Guardian, Bulldog, Bucky. Rienz on the rifle. And Crostoli already reading it. Similar setup to an extent. Can play for that retake. You've got Zeus's ult.
Yeah, Zeus and Crostoli as well, which is
Yeah.
a deadly combination.
So they've got to play
towards
deeper
the A
here.
site.
Heretics, are they going to do it? They've got to make a push, and I think they're going to try. Zeus, it's just a throwdown of utility on CT. And in we go. A lazy clear and a quick death. Kosh Moras going to send him to his grave, but they need more, and they're not getting more. The shock dart there takes away Woot. The crossfire, can it hold?
One player positioned towards long as well, Rienz. And the bait out is perfect here. Yes, so both finds killed. Boo now. Last man standing. Sociable, the one to find it. Again, it's just the numbers to overwhelm Heretics.
They're so good at fighting as a collective. It's the one thing with, I guess, Eternal Fire as well, but mostly FUT in my mind is one of the big teams of it. They fight together, the spacing, the trading is really, really, really solid. I can't stress it enough. And they're aggressive, they'll take chances, but we're not seeing that being the X factor here. It's good fundamentals.
Feels a little more calculated, right? A little more
Dialed in a bit.
Yeah, absolutely. Certainly a lot safer in terms of risk-taking, but Heretics, yeah, less a buy for sure, but able to hold down another post plant. TP, an ultimate here from Benji, but nothing else really to invest now. As we enter round 11. We'll try their luck once more towards C, but if that previous retake is anything to go by, FUT are going to be loving this. Got the same trap play set up towards garage.
Yeah, so they're right there again. They're so fast on these rotations. And when do they go? They're getting ahead of the... They're getting ahead of this. Kosh Moras, there goes the Paranoia. They're springing. There it goes. It's Yenajay going straight through garage. You've got the trades coming out on the back of the site, 3-2. But Rienz the one to be the difference maker this time. Actually keeping this in touching distance. Left at a 2v2. Plant on Heretics' side. Benji, you're not going anywhere. You can't. Oh my god, but on the contact, Rienz in a nice off-angle turn! Benji, he's there! I was getting a little concerned that Crostoli was going to snap back.
Rienz is in such a weird off-angle, though. Out in front of Platt. He just catches him at the right time. Benji, again, the lurk is considered, but turns to the wrong direction. Kill on top, really, that makes this... Well, tease it up for Benji.
Nice! Let's go!
Even here, there, yeah, Rian saying they don't know the turn on the kill cam. Number 4 found. But not going to feel the pinch here in round 12 in terms of the buy. And we'll have an operator back in hand. Guardian here for Rienz. Hunter's Fury to boot now. Those previous ultimates still available. glory we can expect of Heretics.
God, I've just noticed as well, Zeus went 17-8 in the first half.
A bonkers first half from him.
And now he's on the attack.
Well, I think the pace is going to be certainly favouring FUT now. Heretics a much slower approach to the first half. Actually, flip the script here.
Yeah.
Heretics on the push forwards.
Yeah, on the aggress. All right. You're not reading that. Not against Heretics, but it's worked until Sop and Zeus
Wow, the cleanup crew arrive at just the right time, Lauren. Puts it down to just Rienz and Boot. Have space to play into here towards the A side. Boot's not going to have a chance to get ahead of this. And again, you can see Rienz. The fact that Yetejay is not noted just yet. He's conscious that on the back of that clash, he's going to have slipped somewhere else on the map.
We know where they are.
Yeah, position towards long here.
And getting this far, without any utility shown yet, you get the foot in the door, but really hard to break these kind of trading out positions as soon as you step past. I mean, you may not get to step past Zeus. He's been so clean with it. As you said, the cleanup crew, large and in charge here. Yetejay just going to shut down the account. It's 9 rounds. It's a great beginning.
Chance here to post double digits immediately in the second half. These guys are just so deadly. And like I said, Heretics, in sense that this is a pistol for sure, so maybe not as well considered as some of the buy rounds will be, but these are ones that Heretics particularly impressed me yesterday in terms of taking the initiative. It was more so on the attacking side for sure, but that was kind of missing from the approach overall here on Haven. Now, unfortunately, Heretics in a situation where they can be dictated to. FUT with a scoreline advantage.
Yeah, it's that compounding factor, right? You get that scoreline, you get that start, and as you kind of highlighted, the tone, that ability to take control. Sop, he doesn't care.
He hears the bucket, it still goes in.
I've got a judge.
It out.
It's given them a couple of upgrades. Well, I say a couple of upgrades. They can reshuffle the bucky over, and the judge gets to be in Rienz's hand, but still, it's wild to watch him.
Deep cam here on Ceylon will be heard by Yetejay. Not cleared just yet. Now it gets cleared as Benji peel away from Garage. Only an upgraded pistol.
It's quite a lot to do for Benji. That's a tough start and a tough end. There's it's the door's open here for FUT. They've done the job of it. Even at I don't want to say a man down necessarily. The trade was fast there, but still, Yetejay shut it out. Out of all the ults, probably not one of the ones you'd want to be building early, but Sop's doing fine. I think you've already got Zeus making decent progress as well, but at 10-4, it's a pretty commanding lead.
I think as well, in terms of the approach here for FUT, they're not necessarily going to need some of these key ultimates in the early rounds at least. Now double digits here. I mean, hell, they can convert another bonus. They're going to be teed up for success here to close out Haven in a very fast fashion. Rifles back in hand, but this round 3 is well invested for FUT.
20 kills already. Zeus, I'm just on Zeus watch at this point. Really fast pressure on Benji.
56.
And in the meantime, does then he take that as a time to go ahead? He's caught a victim, gonna drop Zeus on the push-up down A long. Now gonna try and play in Rienz off the audio cues. He can kind of stay behind, or at least, I guess, ahead of this smoke. Sociable the one, try and make something, but it's played in well. A really nice little synergy between the two there.
Bit of misdirection here, plays Rienz in perfectly. So the trip here to guard the B site. FUT will get a chance at least to get into a post plant, but it will be 3v, well, call it a 2.5 v5.
Okay, plant.
Need a kill here, ideally.
Yeah.
Before Heretics can regroup.
It's going to be hard. You're not going to get the players by window easily. Well, you shouldn't.
I heard them, though.
Yeah, Jay's going to put that together. They're actually not in a bad spot if they can land the shots cleanly. They're landing the shots cleanly enough initially, right? And then Kosh Moras comes out swinging. 3 kills. He was a little quiet until this point. Now getting pretty loud.
Finds himself a neon moment here. With a headshot to clean up. Number 5 found here for Heretics will prevent a bonus conversion and a snowball developing once more.
1 enemy remaining.
Our shot is beautiful. depending on how you look at it.
Nice, coach. Let's go,
3K.
baby. Come on now.
Yeah, you said, yeah, quieter first half for sure, but certainly not the sort of situation we saw him shine in previously. Chance here if Heretics continue on this trend, and I'm seeing 3 towards A long. It might just be a continuation. Only one light shield here for SOP to punish.
And to see if they can adjust accordingly, and already the answer is no. Koshmaras and Woot once again maintain control over towards A long. This early start of aggression, this early space taker has worked out exactly how Heretics would have wanted. So the protocol list needs to change now from FUT.
The secondary clearance though, Zeus and Yetajay. I have 2 members still to deal with. I have to deal with Dart here, so we'll reveal the close contacts, and actually 2 for 1 will favour FUT. It's just Crossley and Yetajay left. We'll be able to get neural theft here to reveal the lay of the land.
Oh, that could be useful.
And the timing going to be
Where is everyone hiding?
pretty much perfect for them in terms of reading the rotation here. Again, there's a trip to identify the reposition. Heretics actually stay posted for that second ping. Now, actually, both trips dealt with. Crossley will be able to get the plant down. Heretics barreling towards the site. Gets the tag on the cam as well.
Yeah, just seen around the corner of the box. Yetajay might have tried to consider being slippery, but they've lost that front of sight security, and now the 1-for-1 trade. Yetajay. Drone, there's a tag. Oh, we weren't far off from that. And the HP game worked down. No more bullets to be played with. Heretics, that aggression has done them good here.
Certainly something you'd want in terms of piecing together a comeback here is Heretics being a little more decisive, a little more confident in terms of committing to this exploration early. As A-Long proactivity delivers once more for them. Certainly, Amy, you have said it, FUT needs to make an adjustment here.
Nice, let's go. Nice.
A little more diligent in terms of their approach. And have the buy to reflect that. Upgraded pistols and a couple of investments considered. Costly, Hunter's Fury as well. Chance for Woot to go crazy here. Only needs 1 for the Blade Storm. Pressure in towards Sewers here. Boot not necessarily got a sound cue just yet.
No, but he should do soon. The Aldrone commitment, now the timing. Great bailout from Boot. Gonna catch the first
gets
three
both.
ends. He couldn't quite get out of that blind in time. So as you said, Sop gonna get both here. Koshmaras sprays and praise. Answers coming in. How?
Sorry, OJ, he done a ton of damage jumping over the top of Default here with the Odin. That was ridiculous from Koshmaras to hold down the fort here on A site. FUT will call their first timeout to follow here. And then Boot stands on guard, but unfortunately, Rios just can't recover quick enough. When the catch here on Social, we're actually trying to TP forwards here. A little bit of huge opportunity for him to backstab behind that A site hold.
Oh.
Here.
No time to find it as well here.
Yeah.
Set up here, FUT now. Just leave Yetajay to maybe sniff out some of this aggression, but Woot actually now. Perfect read on the adjustment coming out of the timeout here for Heretics. Here to support Benji.
And Rien's getting active too. I guess with Koshmaras doing this, right? Why wouldn't you? He can play up, kind of stay posted on this if he fancies it, maybe free up those rotations, but still got that trim in place, so could be a bit of an issue. Not cleared yet. Still not committing.
Pulled a couple of players over, actually. Woot, a leg on that first tag, stopped down to 30.
That's spike on Sop, I'm pretty sure, no? That was a wild commitment from him while they're making an avenue up that C side, but Koshmaras' progress cannot be denied. Surrounded, but still standing.
He
God,
nearly
that
got
was a
that
wild
sociable,
spray.
by the way.
Yep.
He got a tag on. It's just him and Crostley left now. Riens wouldn't have been noted early on, but now tucked into sewers with an Odin. Finds the first, commits to the spray from there, and a headshot onto Crostley. Number 8 on the board for Heretics. Starting to build a bit of momentum here, 4 in a row here to get themselves back into this.
And it's breaking the bank for FUT. They are unable to get, their feet beneath them. Financially struggling now. Ult's there, yes, but Heretics. When did these guys get so good at turning around games? It's 10 to 8.
Maybe just a more all-in approach here from FUT, but there's an Odin spam to start things off here. Hunter's Fury to be invested on the other side here. Sop's got right up onto site. Crossley will catch Riens, and Zeus going to find Boo. The trades are coming through thick and fast here.
Yeah, this is an unbelievable pace they are playing at, but for FUT, they are on the site. They could look at getting that plant down. Can they hold it, though? Stingers, really, for 2 of them, and Benji, 2 heads up, too smart for it. Sociable scene. Crossley, kind of the X factor here with that Phantom, the rest. Actually, Koshmaras gonna go for this, wants to make sure. There goes the dash, expects the swing, but yeah, the J. 6 bullets? There's no way, there's no way, there's no way. All right, Koshmaras, he's still in this one, and so are Heretics.
And squash out this aggression, this turn of pace from FUT very comfortably. Initially, again, a 2 for 2 coming through. Very unorthodox timing here, but it's the kill from Benji. Just catching a glimpse of Sociable. We'll get number 9. FUT back on a bye, though.
Yeah, and I think we are going to have a check-in on the comms here coming into this round, just to see how it's going on the side. It's always nice to kind of hear from the, I think it's going to be Heretics boys. So at this point, let's see how that kind of cool, calm effect's kicking in, because by all rights, they're, 5 in a row now. Been figuring out they've kept FUT under the heel, which feels like a rare sentence. So let's go in and have a little listen with the Heretic side.
We have C locks, guys.
Yeah. Okay. Yes, I leave now.
Cypher has cam on mid.
Guys, I'm going towards ceiling insta, okay, from spawn.
Can we be ready for B, guys, maybe?
Yes,
they run from on B.
We are not ready. We are not ready, chill.
Really, Can we flood B, please?
Wait, yes,
He's on
soon.
top side. They're not in back.
I'm ready to paranoia on top.
Can you
walking out.
do it
I'm
now?
walking out.
Maybe taking healing, guys.
What is B, nice?
Guys, backside. Help.
I come.
Ceiling, Care, it's gonna be seawood.
It's C.
Nice.
I'm in C long. One more backside.
One more.
It's full C.
You got this, guys.
I'm coming
One
to
C
B.
long, one
But
C
I'm
side,
late.
and Omen is unknown.
Okay.
No, everyone was C long.
I'm almost C.
Guys, Sova planted.
Cypher unknown. Cypher was on B site.
And Cypher's still on B site. Going to be caught by Boo, however. So, 2v2. Last 2 noted on C, but they've made progress. Sociable already getting active. Takes away Koshmaras and leaves Boo to his own devices. Let's try and find one left and right. This crossfire, hard to break. Has the smoke. Could get to work here. Needs to be fast. Needs to punish a player sooner rather than later. And I think for him, it might not even be in this round here. They still have the player backside. Sociable, there it is. Slam dunk in the end, FUT. I guess maybe we're the unlucky ones here to tune in on the round that actually Heretics finally let go of.
Great read on the situation here. You can see Benji really commanding some of these decisions in the round. Unfortunately, I think FUT just ever so slightly ahead of the timing here. For Heretics' initial adjustment on the back of no contact found anywhere on the map. Even Benji being the one to call there is that initial exploration onto site in hand for Woot. Looks as if, another variation towards A-Long. It's Benji and Riens this time around. Won't be any proactivity for sure. It's just a cam to be posted up here to probably enable some later information and a trip towards sewers. Benji will be obscured by the smoke for the time being as FUT will creep up behind this. 3 players committed very early to C.
I wonder what the read is that's caused this, because you saw how animated Weber was in that discussion, but well, Benji, you're now alone. And yeah, you got a Neon, but it still takes a moment to get there. Benji stands the test on the first. Comes out on top. Actually, good info here. Benji, you got some more for me? He's trying to play his life. Kosh Moras in support. He was there quick as hell. Benji is playing a blinder here. Finally goes down, and Sop gets a second. He had no right to get a third. He's going to have to get all 5, though. Kosh. Lock in, because Sop's looking hungry. This would have to be all 5.
Woot's gone up.
Yeah, Woot has an op. And Sop's already on the hunt for him. Oh,
Thank God for Woot.
you felt it, didn't you? You felt it for a second. Bloody hell, Woot.
So disciplined as well. He goes forwards here on the second tap of the spike, and he's still sharp enough to catch Sop, prevent the ace. Benji does so well to slow this down. And Kosh Moras does so well to get here in time.
I'm amazed that, one, Benji was able to live that long.
You can see as well,
that Sop did
he actually
so much.
he had another cage that I think he thought he'd already put down to try and block vision. Still able to slip behind the smoke. And again, just stall out FUT long enough. You can see the byproduct here. The buy broken. Obviously, after a round like that, Sop does have an ultimate to invest here, and Zeus a rifle to play with.
At this point, always limping towards 12. I don't know which side is going to get there first in this almost foot race that they're in.
Take a stroll onto the B site once more. You get the plant for themselves. Crostally able to achieve that at least here, but tagged out by the drone. He's going to be cleared very quickly. Kosh Moras. From here, the half defuse is going to come here.
Yeah,
Nobody
they
close
can't
enough
stop
to
it. They
contest
can't
this.
stop this. Benji darted down at 11. Tied all even. And FUT will be kicking themselves from that.
That is a tilter. That is an absolute blunder here from FUT. Again, reliance here in being able to reset into mid, but that first smoke goes up. And Benji able to just stick it all the way through.
So many ults to play with. Just missing Woots. But Kosh Moras, I think, got 4 at the end there. I didn't even see how he closed out.
Yeah,
He's just
garbage time,
yeah. But the guy's still on like 25 kills. He has been...
He had like, what, 6 from the first half?
He wasn't that present. He's on 25. This man scares me, because he doesn't
Let's
seem
get
that
a Zeus
phased.
check, actually, because what, Zeus came out of the first half of 20, or 18
Yeah,
or
he was
something.
17 to 8, I think, at one point when I checked. So he was certainly up there.
No way. No way, Kosh Moras! Lost a disgusting kill.
Oh, no. Pack it up. Pack it up, man. Pack it up.
You're dying outside garage from lobby.
I couldn't take it.
The first time we've seen that angle since like Dirk like 4 years
Yeah,
ago. When the
honestly.
tag.
I know I'd just be pressing exit. I'm just getting real ready. I'm like, do I?
That's the immediate volume 0. Escape volume 0.
Don't want to hear a thing. All right, we've got Woot holding this angle. Hello. he's still gone up. I get. Oh, he's made it away. How is he alive? Not for long. Okay, that's fine. Thank you for. There we go. Normality resumed, at least for a second, as we are at a 4v3. Nice.
There's a big tag with a shot dart.
Oh, Crostally buried. And we still have a fight to be had. Kosh Moras is just filth with this. What a round from the man. Get all 4, why not? And ever more bullets. Easy work. 29 kills. Barely breaking a sweat.
I mean, he's about to drop 30 in the first map of a best of 5. Absolutely ridiculous performance here. And it's all second half for him. Struggled massively at the start here on Haven, but somehow, some way, Heretics have made it all the way up to 12.
One enemy remaining.
And the frustration gotta be building here. I mean, look at the comparison. Zeus, we say 17, 18 kills.
I think it was
He's
like
found
17 to 8.
like 4 or 5 max in the second half. Kosh Moras absolutely taking over here.
There's so much just confidence the way he plays, so much self-assurance. for someone who's relatively off my radar, he has been a breath of fresh air. So
again, you come back to the same discussion, right, in terms of the potential on paper of this roster for him to be sitting at the top, knocking on the door of 30 here in a best of 5. Map 1. It's just an absolute godsend for Heretics.
oh, they needed it. They still need to get across the finish line. At 11 to 12, there is a chance for FUT still, as Sop has got it started. Seaside's there, boo! Breaks down Sop's confidence for sure as Rienz.
He's got 2 on the spam!
Come on! He's been quiet all game and now he's coming online? Sociable and Yedajay. Sociable. He's going to be nullified here, and he is. Oh my God! Yedajay!
Oh my God! To force OT here, Yedajay with a beautiful 4-piece.
You don't see that sort of thing. All 4 like that.
Because the spacing is beautiful.
Oh, it's stunning. Simply sensational work from Yedajay.
That is outrageous. Because like I said, Heretics get onto this initial player so quickly. And like I said, there's 2 bodies out deep. Woo's the one to dash up onto the box. But Yedajay, surgical precision here to find all 4 and take us to overtime here in map 1. In the final hour, just when Heretics were building all that momentum.
That was their round. That was their closer. A 4v2. Oh, Saab. There's a fine line between confidence and madness, and he's dancing that right now. Kept alive by what's the thinnest of smokes, but he doesn't seem to care.
Go, go, go.
Gonna back away a touch. I might have caught a glimpse on the player there, might have seen Woot. I think just that pixel spotted. Kosh Moras, though, down to 40. Trying to instigate on that B site.
So he's still pushed up here. Paranoid does not land. The bait and switch isn't going to work. Sop and Zeus to clean things up here. Boo tries to make a go of it. Zeus to find number 3 in his Kosh Moras. Tagged up early. Last man standing.
30 to 18. But these 4 kills might just be a step too far. Try and do what he can. My God, it is a joy to watch here. Mechanically, second to none this side.
I mean, if FUT snatch this away
Oh, don't.
after that second half,
Yeah.
again, we roll our minds right back to question the resilience here of Heretics. What a heartbreaking way it would be for map 1 to conclude. Heretics to call a timeout here.
13 to 12.
Heretics, what do you do? What do you do now?
Spoken about resilience, so I hope you got something.
Now, Kosh Moras showing the Odin early. Maybe a little bit of misinformation here, but FUT not shying away from it. Rienz will catch another spam. The drone doesn't clear Woot.
What has gone on here? These were... Oh, God! From one to the other, both sides getting bailouts in the maddest of ways. The drone not clearing a shot in the dark, leaving Yedajay and Crossley, but we've seen that duo before. This time, though, Crossley on 10 shouldn't be able to change the outcome.
Certainly feeling as if...
5-0.
Nah.
No, you're not even taking it?
Nah.
Ooh.
Not after the last 3 or 4 rounds we've seen. 10 HP, though. A 1v4. Spike to hand for sure, but would need a miracle.
I don't want to talk about it. I hit my head on the desk
Smashing
picking
your
up my
head
pen.
against the desk, I guess, yeah.
Doing my best Heretics impression.
I was going to say, you take that one from the timeout.
Yeah. That's on me. Oh, well, there we go. So, bit of a formality in the end, won in the first couple of moments, but 13-13. I hope you haven't got any plans this evening.
Nope.
Ooh. No, we're done after this. Just chilling.
I think as well, it's the fact that Rienz catches this spam that, let's say FUT make the right decision, right? Heretics give up this information. Kosh Moras is over towards Garage, guys. He's got an Odin, he's spamming. There's a window of opportunity, right?
They're frustrated.
Yeah.
You can see it. Maybe you're right. It's just that opportunity just dissipating. Okay, glass cannons both side, Woot and Sop.
Well, info here off the camera. Sop to go forwards. Boo on the other side of this hasn't peeked
Got
just
punished
yet.
in window.
Creeping onto the angle. Sop will punish.
I thought Benji might have been able to try and keep an eye on that potentially, because we saw Sop getting punished from that position earlier in regulation. Now with the number to the good, Crostally get a call for some help here. Gets it through middle as well, Zeus. Punishing Woot on rotation a little late. And now the site, I don't say it's easy, but that's going to help a great deal. Even a third.
Crostally
He's
that way.
surprised.
Where's that one? Clean up here, number 14 found for FUT. Heretics, lots to consider here, again facing map point. It's one where as soon as they get the green light, again, it's Boo down that any sort of side execute is going to be uncomfortable. It's only really Koshmaras and Woot that can cut sight lines there. Decide to go a little more proactive. Wow, he's lined them up. No damage done, actually.
Yeah.
Prevented initially here, but again, giving up this information early round. The FUT looking to respond a little differently this time.
I feel like there's going to be like a real burst on this. But it is playing in Woot as well. Rienz isn't far off. As much as they might want to try and punish Kosh, it's the others that are the issue, waiting in support. It's a beautiful trap from Heretics. And for FUT, they fell for it.
They're just finding them every time in these situations. Almost a bit of a bait and switch in the other direction here. It's Rienz and Woot to stand alongside Koshmaras with this Odin. Spike retrieved here. Rienz catch a glimpse. A little bit conscious of a spam, but Sociable did have another TP. A 2v5 now. I mean, Sociable just get a kill, right? Another 1v4.
Easy.
Close out the map.
You go, it's enough respect to boost back, by the way.
Nah.
Yeah, it's stress. No? You don't believe? Even with the energy here?
No, I do.
Seeing that?
I absolutely do.
One. You ready for the second and the third? They come pretty quickly after
No,
this.
Boo's
So
it next.
3, 2, 1. No. Okay. Oh, the smoke. Oh, wait, how is J alive? How is he still alive here?
Oh, they are both so low, though.
Guys, how is he? But he's doing weird things. Oh my God!
He's doing it again!
Stop it! This is not real! This is not real! 4 more bullets and a Benji to Barry! Yet a J is a cut above the rest!
I can't believe my eyes.
I was joking!
What have we just witnessed?
I was joking!
I was joking, Yeta-J! Set the precedent here in the first half. And that's not to say Heretics performed poorly on Lotus.
No.
Like I said, it was the one I was actually most impressed with their ability to go blow for blow with Eternal Fire. But now you come out of that map 1 close and you're right back into the thick of it.
You can't ignore it. You just can't. Something out of this world has just happened. But, again, professional players going to have to keep their head in the game here. New map, new start, fresh mind. And a very simplistic start from FUT.
I guess conversely as well, one of the players that did impress me most was Benji on Lotus.
Yeah.
Again, he's going to be absolutely pivotal to Heretics' success here in the first half. Keep his head on a swivel, though. Already FUT looking to adjust here.
And just with
There will be,
Yeta being around, he might be able to get an idea they're trying to re-clear this space.
Yeah, I was going to say there will be a notification for this slip into B, but actually the ping on Koshmaras trying to actually still gets a kill here.
I mean, the Horn's just going to show you where you are. The Prowler might have helped a bit more, but Rienz is now on the case. Takes away Zeus and puts Heretics up with a 2-man advantage. Down across the Sociable and Yeta, and they just don't feel safe enough to go for a plant here.
I think conscious now of anybody positioned towards C, but Koshmaras on the clear through here with the paranoia. FUT finding some kills, but actually Woot here to clean up with a boom bot. SJ will fall.
I did wonder where that last one came from. I was like, I'm pretty sure it was dead.
A weird moment of silence there when nobody's shooting each other.
But again, Koshmaras is just such a confidence-based player, it feels like. He's so happy to back himself, take space. You know, again, he's the first man forward, even on re-clearing towards the site. So good for him to pick right back up where he left off. Woot, nice start as well. 2 kills to him. So Buy going to be in hand. And on the other side, I'm just seeing classics. So
Stay focused.
all said and done.
I think you can just forget all rules about what happens
Yeah,
in
I
certain rounds and certain situations here.
Full buy on both sides.
Yeah.
Ults everywhere. God, if they win this round. Okay, thank you, Woot. Thank you, Woot. Did he even get the chip then further down?
I think that's
by...
the C's.
Okay, yeah. Well, that paint shot's certainly going to help matters.
Yeah. Social actually gets away from the second blast there.
Swing all at the same time. All four of us. That judge is very far away, but Kosh Moras, again, not one to back down from a challenge.
Toe the line though, backs
yeah.
away at the right time. Social down to 10 HP now. The walking wounded from these first few engagements. Heretic's still a man to the good, Lauren. I mean, it would take a miracle now to flip this back in FUT's favour.
Yeah, they've lost a lot of space here, so re-clearing as it is.
They had it to be.
You want this one?
No.
No? Okay. Can't think of any more FUT references, I'm all out. I was trying. As it stands, Kosh Moras just farming. Couple away from the ult. And this round kind of going par for the course, almost as you'd expect. And yeah, Kosh Moras not really going to slow down. So, 2 more for his ult. Second round looking secure. Solid stuff.
Going to be able to protect their approach here towards the bonus as well. Well, light shields, but I'm seeing weaponry across the board here. And certainly a chance here for FUT to create a little bit of pressure, but just can't really springboard off that initial kill or pressure. It's only really sociable with notable progress on the side of FUT in terms of this first ult cycle. Actually down on a Guardian here. Opting for a full shield.
Sees, paint shell, pressure, Kosh Moras in your face again! He's not going to back down ever, is he? Even after what we just saw happen in that previous game. He does not care. And once again, put right back to the drawing board.
Both duelists just gone in the blink of an eye. Requires somebody to overcome the odds here. It's on the paranoia here. Yesterday was an opportunity, but Boo will TP to safety. So have Benji Fishy here for support.
Here.
Just post up in a high-low.
Cover going out.
Still going to see FUT probably try and make some sort of inroads.
Good confirmation that they're still around as well. Benji should be able to kind of keep some security and faith in this little high-low setup. Paranoia goes a little aside, and Benji will Laban at the end, but job done. So losing out on one, brilliant in the conversion, but that was kind of one loss with Kosh Moras just fully taking space.
Yeah, and FUT certainly need to address this issue in the early round. And the perfect start for Heretics to bounce back after a gut-wrenching loss on map 1. Already 7-1 here, Kosh Moras.
God.
Leading the charge. Ultimate to boot as well. A chance here for Boo to farm up. Plenty of light shields on the other side. Obviously, it's round 4 purchase suffering. Might be played in here.
Yeah, just a little simplistic an approach, isn't it? Quite direct towards speed. They still have the wall there as well, so not too much of an alert just yet. Looking to try and get things started. Woot just gets involved. They are taking these fights and they're confident in them. Benji extends a little out of that C side of the map. And the account looking shut down. Sociable in a 1v5. And really nowhere to go.
They've been given the opportunity to find a consolation. It's an in-zone flawless here for Heretics. And nothing short of a flawless start here to Lotus. Ultimate's about coming online here. Woot strikes just at the right time. The wall separating the second and third player.
Nice! Good job. Go.
FUT's initial address onto the B site here. I said just stingers and light shields, but certainly still threats. So well handled by Heretics to keep things flawless. Give them a massive cushion now. And Kosh Moras have an Odin to play with.
So that A side of the map just looks a bit shut down until he's anywhere but here. If anything, may spur them on to explore over towards Mound. See FUT eyeing this up. And Heretics happy to control half of this map. No real challenges yet. And very different setup here. Look how deep Benji's playing on this.
A similar sort of thing in terms of that misinformation we saw come into effect on Haven. No initial rotation to come through here, but Koshmaras now considering. We'll leave Benji posted. He's created a little cubby, actually.
Yeah.
Just behind rubble here. A little death funnel. Somebody to head into.
Let's see if that death funnel can live up to its name. Already a little bit of attention drawn this side. The Odin's still here, but Benji's gone down. Irrelevant of setup, he's been cleared. I don't know what sort of shot Sop just hit to be able to clear him on that, but clearly easy enough. 30 seconds though, this is getting a bit
But crucial that he gives away the audio cue that he's actually retreated away from that. Tried to bait out from the door, but Heretics in the right place, right time here.
Yeah, they certainly are. They ignore the first man in, but it's the second that's the issue. Sociable and Zeus in combination still going to keep this looking a pretty dangerous moment here. Woot, showstopper, he's going in. Does deny at least one player, but the plant goes in! Oh, Woot! I thought that could have been your moment in the sun as well. But now it's FUT to strike first and get themselves on the board.
Well handled here by FUT. Initially, when Heretics react perfectly to that sound cue that Sop doesn't actually progress onto the site. Maybe reading the fact there's another player position deep on the A site and they have a more favorable equation elsewhere.
Oh, Wood. That was so close, bro.
Yeah, a real chance for the showstopper to do damage there in the close quarters of B site, especially when the plant is still being considered.
Toxins going up.
FUT first round on the board though. If they can build upon that, Boo and Benji once more tasked with holding down the fort.
My ultimate is ready.
Orb to be collected here, and Zeus will now have investment to consider. Actually pretty healthy in terms of the rest of the old cycle here for FUT as well. This one being the one to ultimately get them a little closer. Benji will be tested here though.
Yeah, luckily he's got Boo just above, so able to try and deal with that front line. The timing's there for Zeus, catching Boo just in between it. And now a 3v3 site should be in the hands of the attacking side. You're looking at them getting the plant here. Fast flank is on the way, however.
Yeah, it's too strong as well. It's Koshmaras and Woot. It's Odin. It'll be difficult to get into an angle here. Crostally actually creeps on. We'll find one. That's just what you want from that sort of play, though.
Yeah, I quite like the FUT getting active, though, on the other side by Waterfall. Still 1-1 trade. Zeus feeling like he's everywhere at once. Koshmaras, confidence, the name of the game. As ever with this guy.
No secrets there in the 1v1. Takes charge of the situation. Puts Heretics up to 5. This was the round, though. Note the final kill count, but would have been the one to give FUT a couple more ults to play with, potentially. Actually, Sop and Yesterday still missing one. Again, FUT absolutely make the right decision, especially noting a second player on that initial exploration out towards Mound. Lip read is being tested once more today.
Oh, it's a tough one.
Just can't figure it out.
No, I've been trying for a while. Hopefully we can get an interview maybe afterwards.
To clean up that audio, I just can't catch that final word.
Well, after his little peek ahead of the wall, good to see him back in the headspace that he needs to be in. Boo over towards Mound. Once again, trying to fight together here. Woot not too far off either. So a little bit of a switch up of effect. We already have Benji this time over towards the A side. So the Boombot going to catch. Should give away presents. Boo's sticking around here. Has a look, but I don't think he caught anything on that.
I haven't closed the gap either just yet, and a Prowler outside B will allow both Woot and Rians to explore, or at least post up here. We're going to punch up outside the B site. Given what they wanted.
Yeah. And even though the Prowler may go down, do they dare go for this? Woot trying to hold with Riens, and now Woot on the chopping block, trying to get the timing right to invest that pain shell. Oh, it's concise work from Woot.
Hindered as well, by the way.
Oh! It is magic today in EMEA. I know that this was pistols, I know, but that doesn't retract anything from Woot's aim just then.
ETJ, the last man standing. Usually an issue to consider here, but they want to give Woot this ace. ETJ can't close down Boot. He's the one to find it. He will laugh it off. 6 found here by Heretics. This turn is just beautiful.
And then the follow-up.
Commits to the spray as well.
Nice! Bro! Bro.
And certainly,
Ooh, little Death Slam.
Heretics fans gonna prey on a couple more rounds like that. I think they were, yeah.
Are we boring?
They're embracing the London.
Happiness, we don't have that.
No, I mean like the chance.
Oh, right,
Yeah.
right.
Happiness.
Yeah, wrong city, man, wrong place.
Yeah, the shock of your life.
Oh, speaking about shocked, yeah, Jay, there's a man flying at me with an Odin up middle. What's going on? All right. Where do we go now? Heretics just going hunting.
Now coming through here from Cross Ras, desperately fishing. Showstopper sent through from Woot here, will connect, Sop will fall. And Zeus not out of the woods just yet. Able to dash away. Man advantage created. ETJ will catch a little bit of damage, but does deal with the wall. Pit invested here, but definitely doesn't spread the way you'd want that to.
No. Rien's trying to hold down the push back in from the blue room, but then Kosh Moras melting them alive. It's a 3v1. ETJ.
How many more have you got in yet?
Yeah.
Spike knocked to hand, 40 seconds left to work with.
Okay.
Rien's
Cool.
removes any hope
Cool.
of a repeat from Haven.
We weren't worried.
Nah.
Nah. Totally fine. What sort of sing-songs were you looking forward to in London? What are you after?
I mean, I'm going to be honest. The one player I'm disappointed not to see there is CNED.
Yeah, I know.
Because I would have lapped that up.
CNED
That would
is
have been
fire.
on repeat.
Yeah. I think we could make that work for another
Ball
player.
not far from here. Bertie Musical.
That's true. I thought you meant CNED. I was like,
No,
really?
not CNED. Ball a long way from here, actually.
How'd you know that? Yeah, no, the CNED's on fire. Your Defense is Terrified is a classic. We'll have to try and figure that out for other players. If anyone's got ideas, pitch them. May not listen. If I like it, I'll steal it myself.
On a postcard.
Yep. Here, however, it's Sheriffs. So, shouldn't pose too much of a problem, right? There's an Odin. And there's Kosh Moras.
He's just everywhere, man.
This
Clear
time.
potentially,
Yeah,
though.
this is really good. Able to isolate. Could potentially get the upgrade off it. Probably not what you're dreaming of, but that certainly is. Brilliant shot from Zeus on towards Rien's. Now, they keep re-peeking. Benji, did we need to go for that? There's been a couple of these peaks here where it feels a bit sloppy. What is going on? What is going on?
It's not a pretty round.
Is this like when Ethan just kept running around the map? Is this not live? Like, what has just happened this round?
Oh, we'll come through here.
Nice.
Woot to be cleaned up here for an Amoda Thrifty. Zeus on a 3K. Finds that one, second on the board. 4 foot.
This was just a weird round. It just got so messy. The amount of re-peeks into water. Oh.
Really sloppy on the side of Heretics. I guess soppy for foot.
Bro, that's
Find that one.
terrible.
Yeah.
Yes.
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 Yes. My thoughts exactly.
I thought it might not have been live. So I was halfway out of the round. But it was. And we go back in at 7-2. As Kosh Moras feeling, what the hell is that? Feeling nothing. Feeling nothing at all. He's fine. It's all gone mad here. As FUT just picking up the pace, picking up the tempo. And it's all gone wild.
Woot's got a test ahead of him here. Sop doesn't find the kill. Woot to shut that down. Plant will come through. Crossley and ETJ left to try and recover this. Kosh Moras tagged up. Certainly doable for them here. The investment comes through from Rien's. Forced them way deeper offside.
Oh, the tags, man. A little bit of chip. Crossley
Look at
on
that
one.
HP.
Just gets himself back up to fighting form, and it's all on Crossley. They need 4 to make it out of this round. Yeah, not going to happen. Heretics, they mean business now.
Looking way more composed in terms of the defense here. probably building around this confidence that Koshmaras has certainly installed from map 1. A loss, sure, but a sensational individual performance. And you can see he's putting himself on the firing line time and time again
Go, go.
for Heretics. Just when FUT embrace a slight step change.
No.
Rifle still to hand for FUT. Guardian actually here for Crossley. Ults-wise, nothing available. And Benji and Boo on the other side. And Woot actually close to another showstopper.
Oh, we're going back in. Koshmaras again, he's behind two of them. Oh dear, where are we? He's lost in the source here. It is just pandemonium. There's just two, make it one. But finally, seeming to fight as 5. Benji having to make his way all across the map.
The rulebook out the window for these last 2 rounds, and it will stick here in round 11, barring heroics here from Benji. HJ will catch the info. This makes it even harder for him now.
It's on contact. He read the swing well, but there's so many bodies. You can't be expected to go wild every single time, but yeah, the tempo's changed. In the last, what, 3 rounds? It's
I
gone...
think it's just FUT. It's just like, guys, let's
Run
just run death ball. Let's see what we can find here. Really awkward exchange behind both walls. Obviously, the HJs and Koshmaras obscuring a lot of the vision here, but the reveal actually pays off. It gives them some sort of inkling.
I was worried that Koshmaras had just got the god timing on that
Yeah, he's
position.
going to a spot here where anybody swinging through is dead to rights.
Yeah. And he doesn't normally need that level of help either.
No, certainly not today.
No. 3-2 split to start with. Benji going to catch the attention of the Prowler, forced off that initial corner. Horn, Paranoia, no commitment behind this. You can see Sociable considering someone might want to close down on that, but they don't.
Again, has to throw out the Paranoia himself to slow things down or mitigate that risk.
There.
Still looking to probe initially towards A. Social won't catch anything on the wall drop. Rien's is tucked in here, won't be swinging. Waiting for somebody to walk
There.
out past towards stairs, but quietly. Koshmaras set up here. Judge in hand for him. Who's won that?
Let's go Boo. Okay, and Benji's been cleared. It's Kosh flying around the side. Zeus handles him, I don't want to say with ease, but Boo, the only one really doing damage back. But
Booty beat here.
Zeus is just so confused. They lost complete track of where Boo was.
30 seconds left.
Yetche left now, 1v2, certainly more doable for him than his current record today.
But sadly, the current score in this map not feeling conducive. From hot to cold, and that not helpful. But Yetche, Boo has had a belter of a
That is an
round.
absolutely huge round from Boo to close out a 9-3 half here for Heretics, Lauren.
It's what the doctor ordered for Heretics at 9-3 on the half. They've got to be happy with this. That's got to feel good after it was a questionable thing for them throughout the previous series. And this side of the map, can they handle it? So already, we bide our time until that second half is ready to kick off.
Okay, I'm joining with the Spanish casters. I didn't get to fist bump to 2 of you.
Test, it's always different to say what your comfort maps are, but where they fall in the best of 5 is the second layer to that. First half here on Lotus, a 9-3 affair. It's all Heretics.
Yeah, FUT really need a pistol round, to say the least, in this. Heretics, even though some of these rounds were close, getting across that line, got a little bit dangerous towards the end. That tempo definitely shifting. Still able to very much keep up. We go back in. Yetche going to get the account started well, but a quick trade. There's already a 4v4.
Aggression beyond that smoke here, so looking towards maybe some pressure towards the back line. Woot already guarding that. We have a flank coming through here from Zeus. Be a crucial kill for him to find to remove some sort of safety and lands the shots. Now they're huddled into sight.
Back in a flash.
4v3. And that stun is spot on. How has Rien's got the...
It's cosmetic! It's cosmetic!
Stop it! They did everything right!
I mean, in a position where they can just be picked apart in the corner. Heartbreaking to see. Rien's unfazed by the situation, and Heretics find everything they need. Benji to clean up with the final two.
Dad, what are you doing? Oh my goodness.
They should be like this.
Oh, they're all...
Yeah, 1 by 1. This is so much fun.
You see the frustration there, 'cause it's like the one crucial kill they need, they get.
Yeah, you thought that was it. Cool, we've got this one, not necessarily in the bag, but we've got a good chance at it. Woo. This may not go in the highlight reel for him, but you know what? Oh no, stop. It's a 1v2. It's actually a 1v2, and they're on an angle that he could maybe work with. Heretics.
47 HP.
Yeah.
Can't get a rifle. Benji at least has
I'm
the regen here.
terrified,
I'm so
man.
scared.
So, it's all good. Just the shoulder. Just a little bit of shoulder.
Whew. Number 11 could be decided here. This bonus conversion potentially. We saw it in the first half here from Heretics. Very straight. I mean, Wu spammer. I thought he got the kill through, but I said,
Yeah, I was
right
like,
behind the box.
Have we turned X-ray off? What's up, observers? No. Like, I'm only mean to Prius, really, these days. Mostly. Okay, here we go. 11-3.
Gaps in this buy for sure. Still 3 powerful weapons brought forwards here by Heretics. FUT have to make a stand here.
Oh,
First one will fall though. Rien's the one on the Guardian to find it.
nice. Can't control it on the follow-up. Benji and the Sheriff looking fine. A couple of upgrades to play with too. And it's just pure confidence from Heretics. They've got a singular goal in mind. I feel like they're just trying to exploit this C-site over and over. And it is a 2v3, but not able to catch Benji in the heels there, just as he bounds towards site.
We know now, there's exploration in towards CT. They have a safer plant towards the other side, so flipping the positions on its head. Zeus on the dash forwards here. Doesn't find contact here, but probably going to figure out that one's disconnected, and it is Wu. He's going to get a free shot to the back of the head here, potentially. Wu hasn't shown his hand just yet.
Yeah, waiting very late on this. High-low setup, hard to dismantle, and won't be for Yellow J now. He can't repeat what happened on the first map. It's 12 for Heretics, making sure they shut this account down as quickly as possible.
I mean, FUT had, what, 400 credits behind that? Able to get Guardians at best here, a Bulldog considered here for SOP. Heretics, certainly an opportunity to bounce back here on Lotus. They take it with both hands.
Nice, Kosh. Good job. Good job, baby.
12-3. No ults here to invest off rip for FUT. Woot just one away from a showstopper, so certainly something that could be the nail in the coffin here.
Well, a good beginning. Koshmaras going down will help things. He has been dangerous throughout. Obviously, SOP not going to make it away completely unscathed, but already you can see Heretics eyeing up somewhere else now. Trying to be loud towards that C site, but that spike is with Rienz. He's got to get a little careful. He's not caught in the heels then.
We're just replicating the same level of performance we saw on Lotus previously. Shining here, now has the showstopper previously mentioned. Disadvantage for sure, but the showstopper could equal the odds.
There.
There's only one player here.
And the rest are really far off.
Zeus only has a Guardian. Very difficult to string together some headshots here.
Difficult, but not impossible. Paranoia forces him away. They get site control. Trying to stay around. Needs to hold on to that smoke CT side. Wait for the support to come in.
There.
Let them know they're playing up close. A good assessment of the situation. Planks on the way and they burst, looking to go CT side. Really good priority placing, but a better reaction from Sociable. Just smacking down two of them, Rienz and Boot. Gonna be pried apart, leaving just Rienz now. 1v3, one to the left. And he can't handle them. Sociable on the 1-2 step. There's gonna be a little extension to play.
3 to survive, so give them a little bit of a buffer here.
They gotta want it babayed.
Babayed. Themselves back in terms of the finances here early on, because they've got 8 to find.
It's a long road, isn't it?
Enemy remain.
Long road back into this one.
Oh,
Yetijay going to be the one struggling here. And halfway to the pit, some of these ults on the brink. Benji and Rienz already have theirs to hand.
Okay, they're finally approaching the A side. Or at least maybe implying they are. Haven't seen those C spams over and over. Kosh still alive for now. And no one here actually from FUT.
Sociable just about getting onto this angle now. Spammed off actually, up 31 HP. They've got themselves out in the open here. Woo, to find both Sociable and Sop.
Just sheer brute force at that point. Cross delete. Shorty, gonna get one. There's the trade. You can't really make much more of it when they're playing like this. It's just a death ball, isn't it? All 5 flying around the map. Zeus and Yetijay. Yetijay with the judge. Pretty tough to
He
make
trade
work.
out here? Yeah, he's got a rifle now.
Okay. Chances slightly increased.
Boo just has to live. And no matter what happens on site here.
Post plant util. There's isolated fight. The trades at the... Okay, it was fine in the end. The trades were there. The spacing got me a little concerned, but this map felt almost too easy, Mike. This felt...
Pulled all over.
Yeah.
On Lotus, extremely messy for them. And usually some of the situations where you'd expect FUT to really have a little fight in them, they just had to bow down.
Which I do wonder if that does cost them coming in here with a little bit of that confidence left aside. Crossley going to try and set this one up. Outdrone goes in, but Zeus, it's not pretty, but FUT come out on top, getting all 3 as Rienz left so alone here. Benji's on the way, but what does that matter? There was no way there wasn't a trade coming in then.
If the pistol round is anything to go by, fast and furious here for FUT. It's just Benji left, a couple of tagged up players, but it is a 1v5 nonetheless.
Okay, that's one. Oh my God, okay. Easy, Tiger. All right, FUT, there we go. There's the pistol we wanted. Maybe not in the exact way we wanted it, but the end result is what matters.
Really awkward engagement here between Boo and first couple of players here caught by the near side. It's way out in the open. Unfortunately, this flood back through the door nets them absolutely nothing.
Nice!
Sop and Yetijay to find 2 here in the pistol. Again, if, like I said, history is anything to go by, FUT, the fastest attacking Ascent team in EMEA, certainly going to want to lean into that very heavily in the first half to get themselves back on track.
Get that win back in their sails, really. They've got to be very careful on this approach, though. As you can already see, those close corners do have a great deal of the Heretics players present. Gonna spot out Rienz. That's, oh my God,
Wow.
Sop.
Benji almost probably thinking he's played in a little bit there.
Yeah, you
but
thought he might have at least a shot. As Kosh Moras now feeling a little less supported. You can imagine he's on a bit of an island, he is, and very heads-up work from FUT. Yes, Rienz and Boo are still answering, but should be overwhelmed in this. Beautiful paranoia and a great shot from Boo, keeping this competitive. But Boo is pretty far off the mark here.
Jay's heard it as well. Able to set up here, find the headshot. Just Boo left, classic in hand.
And they're sitting pretty far from this. Not going to allow him much room to play. Maybe hoping for an upgrade of some variety.
There's not much in there.
Nope. It is the bargain bin. Whatever's left over. Oh, great. What are you going to do with this one? Already you can see Cross Delete eyeing up crossing out of that site. Get himself safe. As you don't want it to get any costlier than this. Losing 2, an acceptable loss. Losing 3 or more, less so. So I think Boo's accepted fate here.
Not ready yet. Cover going out.
And yeah, that'll be how it closes down. But a good little try. But for FUT, second round.
Obviously keeping some of this weaponry in hand to carry forwards. Gosh, Mass, unfortunately, just can't make the Bucky work there. Over towards main. We'll bring a judge straight back in here. Try and prevent FUT from converting an awkward buy. I mean, is there something down for Zeus or a swap out here for Crossterly? It's 2 Bulldogs, a scope here for Sop, but actually, yeah, 3 light shields on the other side, so chance for him to do some damage.
There.
And Heretics unable to really determine the outcome in the initial couple of rounds. We saw that pistol round just kind of fly by them at that point.
This is the one, actually, you'd expect Zeus to be going for one of the orbs, but you see Kosh Maras looking to guard outside A main. Maybe a later pivot in towards the B main orb. He's at halfway right now. I mean, a couple of kills would obviously solve that equation. Does have a Bulldog to do so. Initially here, it's probably going to be the turning point of this round once this trip is broken. Drone sent out, and it's almost the green light here for FUT to maybe apply some pressure.
Different pace coming in as well. We've been
Very
talking
cautious,
about
yeah.
how pacey they want to be, how normally they're really in that high gear. Here, it's very steady. It's cautious, it's careful. And actually, Sop's got a bit of room to play. Trip gets broken though. So they know. Benji trying to find a corner to play from. Rien's then played in. Beautiful cubby for Benji, and the crossfires hold for Heretics. Able to withstand this sort of pace coming in. Boo, on a very deep angle, going to force Yetta J to be noted on the cross, and his job done. Heretics with 4, and a different look from FUT there.
Yeah, FUT don't really push in and commit to an engagement here. It's a slow creep up through mid. Obviously reveal their position here, but there's no real pop onto sight here. Benji and Rien's just able to pick them apart. Curious to see that sort of approach to convert a lesser buy and maybe not put one of these rifles into a position to really shine here, but I'm gonna reset in terms of the purchase. Rifles back to hand for FUT now.
I'll be in for the shock of their lives when the gear shift comes in this time around. But is it going to be pacey? Yes, at least for the opening attempt. Woot trying to be played in. Boo burned off the angle. Now is Woot stuck here? It looks like he is committed to this position, at least for now. Bold to be sticking around in this.
Sop to retrieve the orb here. Like I said, Zeus for me, missing 2. It would be crucial to have this round 4. That's usually the benchmark for a Phoenix. It's another cautious approach here. We'll play a position towards mid. We'll have to deal with the reveal. So Kosh Maras will be on guard here and actually takes the opportunity. Way ahead of timing.
It's just so uncharacteristic for FUT. They've won out in CT, sure, but they haven't cleared sight yet. Spike's actually down in CT. Zeus chasing down Kosh Maras, turns the flash, gets put to bed. What's going on here? This feels really weird.
Really,
I want to see a timeout
really
ASAP.
messy.
This doesn't look like the FUT we know.
Certainly not the approach to the first
30 seconds
few
left.
invested rounds here for FUT at all. Woot reading the situation perfectly here. Yetche just going to try and post up and tuck in. It would not surprise me to see a timeout here ahead of round 5.
Kind of caused this change in approach? Because this does feel different, right? Like
I mean, being battered on the previous map, the pistol round certainly usually one to set the tone here, but it's a stark contrast now once weapons are to hand that FUT really mincing their words a little bit.
That's the weird part, isn't it? Because they're normally so confident in the way they approach it. They've got that ethos very locked in. But in these couple of rounds, like the start, I thought was going to be pretty direct, maybe clear towards Wine, pry out Woot if you can, and they cancelled on that, fair enough. But then it just felt individual. The spacing was off, they didn't fight as 5, and we're not seeing a timeout.
Maybe before the buy round to follow this.
Yeah, fair enough.
Still a rifle here for Yetche. Already shown us some miracles, plural, this evening.
Yes. Lightning striking twice, I heard, is the phrase. Well, See if they can figure it out themselves, or if the coaching staff does need to get involved here. I imagine there'll be a timeout either way, you can't take, because this just doesn't seem correct.
It's actually Yetzsche to take the tag here, down to 10 HP. He's the one with a rifle. There are a couple of shields to play off here. And Sheriff's elsewhere. Paranoia to slow things down. Gosh, we're at 6.
Oh!
What? He sticks around here. 4 HP. As Buren re-ends to find kills.
God, FUT look like pushovers at the moment, the way they're being kind of pushed around the map. Gosh, Maras just ego challenge everything.
Re-ends here, ready to catch Sociable. Not sure if anybody noted the TP, but he's very diligent on the clearance here. Sociable will fall. Cross-delete and Yetzsche now. Left to try and recover. You got to believe that there's probably a discussion already going on ahead of this round concluding in regards to some sort of adjustment early on, because Heretics,
30 seconds
5 alive,
left.
this will be the one to give them a bit of a buffer in terms of the finances. And Costly here just, sorry, life in, probably give away for him to find a Hunter's Fury.
This does feel conversational, doesn't it? Extend the time, then just run it down.
Player standing.
Get yourself seen to, basically, at that point. But 3-2, I mean, the scoreline doesn't seem that condemning. It's just how we've got here. I want to see the timeout, and I want to see tangible changes, because I've never seen a passive approach from FUT.
I'm still seeing the timer.
Ticking.
Ticking, yeah.
What?
A little curious, but on we go. Ultimates now in hand. Maybe initial plan here around this first ult cycle is what we're going to see. The turning point in these opening rounds for FUT. Only missing the TP and the neural theft, so plenty of tools here.
Okay, well, we're going to hear from the FUT side, actually, see if we can kind of find something out. But right now, Kosh Maras is punishing.
Bingo bingo. O da ulti attı bizim burada bir yerde.
Bekle.
Bekle. Sakin.
CT A git. A git. Tamam A git. A'ya dönün. Kapıyı kapat.
Ölen bir round beyler.
Dur. Aa, ne kadar yaşarsan o kadar iyi bizim için.
Heaven'a çıkacağım lan.
I'm out of here.
Şu an adam ölmezseniz sevilecek.
B side'da. CT'de koşuyor.
Hiç bait atmana gerek yok. Çok belli olacak bana. Tamam.
Spontane açık.
And actually, this one works out for them. So at the end of the day, this actually suited FUT surprisingly, but it does seem a little bit...
Still felt a little weird here in terms of what the initial setup is and where the engagement actually occurs.
And if anything, it was that push B main that kind of surprised me from Heretics. You had aggression on one side of the map. Why are we doing it on both? You already had Kosh pushing up, getting deep. Maybe a little too far, but fine. But doing it on both extremities?
I mean, maybe Heretics reading into how these first few rounds have panned out that they might find a solo Yetzsche over this side of the map, or potentially the likes of Sociable. FUT here, able to find number 3. Still with some of these key ultimates in hand. On the other side, though, Wu now with an operator. Posted up and unorthodox position. Does have Boo in support. Again, it's a very, very slow start here for FUT. Very shallow drone. Not going to tell them too much. Not really much in terms of info to really make a decision upon.
No. Minute starting to hit on the scoreboard.
Fastest attacking team, by the way.
And we're here. And they haven't even dug that deep towards the sites. So leaving Sociable posted towards mid. Long rotate round back towards A. But you're walking into an op late. Hopefully you've got some util to pressure him, but Cross-Delee's out. So what do you have to...
I mean, you have Zeus's ult to basically bait off one of these early angles, but
I
it's
guess
a little
then
late to the party.
Joke's over.
38 seconds. Woot's going to pop the dash, make sure he's ready. Can he survive through the initial onslaught? That's the question. Location revealed. Gets himself towards hell. Zeus has seen it. Sends him away for the first try, and then handled on the second, but Kosh Maras is here. Takes a lot of damage, but still alive and breathing. But the site is theirs. Plant up next. They've got safety. Yeah, the J trying to find the timing right to back off.
Kosh Maras down to 14 HP, so going to be hindered a little bit in terms of the retake. But still, level head count here. Sociable actually catches a bit of a spam. It's just chip damage, though.
Yeah, it's starting to add up a bit, though. There's the
Big
flash.
paranoia.
That's Sop from up top.
One enemy
Doing
remaining.
incredibly well this round. He's on for the ace. Hunting it down. Can't get it. Boo. Can at least keep control of that side of things. But when have we ever seen FUT hitting on like 30 seconds? It's worked out this time, but
It doesn't install confidence,
no,
though.
it doesn't. And I'm not saying they have to just run at sites as 5. You know, we're not
No, but it's
talking in
what's worked for
streams.
them.
But yeah, it's like, where's that kind of burst? Where's that early work? They technically walked into an A site with no idea of the operator. Yes, they could use the run it back, I guess, to figure it out. But yeah, if anything, it was just good trading from Sop to make sure it stayed in check. This was just a round where Sop has gone, I mean, above expectation, right? I don't know, man. Maybe this is the new thing. I'd be very surprised, though.
Yeah, I can't. Maybe this is just a kind of getting ults in hand, this first ult cycle being the comfort factor for them, but certainly not seeing the same approach in terms of these opening engagements at all. Boo here, posted up with a paranoia to potentially play in Woot.
They
Stress, though, from Wine.
Okay, handled that time by Sop. Woot comes back out. They're willing to fight on these extremities. Boo even late to the party, but gets
Spike down.
involved. 2v2. I think this is even catching off Heretics to an extent because it's just the tempo feels very, very consistent to what we know. And maybe that's part of it, right? This could be an element. But he does have ult here. But to get hold of a body might be easier said than done.
Spike planted.
To deal with the door here. Yetijay on an angle, and Benji just removes him immediately. Sociable now, 1v2.
Ah, the drone. Should spot him there. Sociable trying to get ahead of it, but if they time the swing right, there's very little they can really do about this. Trying to stay mobile, trying to keep him guessing. Sociable trying to buy time, and I think he's running out of it. One to the right, one to the left, and Benji puts him to bed. And Heretics gonna keep all even.
Tie things up, 4 apiece. You look at this ult cycle now, very healthy for the side of Heretics, and unfortunately FUT trailing behind in that regard ever so slightly. And a little more traditional in terms of how we expect FUT to approach some of these openers, but it's an all-out brawl in A main. And yeah, you said Boo's a little late to the party, but probably finds the kill that Heretics need after that level of commitment to it. So it brings it to certainly a winnable position for Benji and Rienz. Initially here, regroup a lot faster towards mid on the side of FUT.
They haven't cleared B main, so if they do want to go towards B, Woot's
Well, I
an
mean,
issue.
with these opening rounds, there are still just so many questions, unanswered questions on
Yeah.
the side of FUT in terms of some of these setups, figuring out what's happening based on Benji's utility. Really been learnings they've been able to garner.
It's getting a bit close here. Hello! The smoke containing the vast majority of Rienz comes out swinging. How many 4Ks, how many aces might we see here today? Yetijay last. And the owl drone sent into motion. As the map starts to feel a little small for Yetijay.
Certainly a chance here to catch somebody off guard, but smoke goes up, certainly an indicator of knowledge on the side of Heretics. Does he wait this out? I mean, time left on the clock.
30 seconds left.
This setup, though, I don't think you win. I've been wrong in the past, but this time
Right here.
I don't think I am. Yeah, enough seen there. Yetijay gonna get caught. It was 4 for Rienz. Koshras is gonna shut down the occasion. But Heretics having to, I guess, temper their own expectations throughout this and being able to adjust on the fly. When you're facing FUT on the attack, you kind of expect a certain thing.
Yeah, I mean, I'd actually almost disagree with that. Heretics are actually able to slip into some of these more, okay, well, there isn't an opening
Spike
fight here,
down.
guys. Let's just
Chill.
walk back out, mark it, right? Let's contact this smoke, and it suits them perfectly.
Nice.
I was
Let's
gonna
go.
ask,
Nice,
did
Dennis.
it? It was that
Nice.
Rienz getting 3.
Yeah, but they're ahead of the time where
I guess they're
actually
expecting it.
No, not even that. Ahead of the time where FUT have actually got the util to burst onto a site. They're in a position
That there is that element.
And it comes back to that same thing. These early rounds, FUT aren't really learning the things they need to be able to make these snappy decisions.
No, they're having to go so
Whether
deep
it be
before they can
scrambled
execute.
or coordinated, that's the other side of the discussion, right? But
Well, suddenly we're back to usual programming, but Sop is a mile ahead, and Wu looking to try and find a individual fight. It's a shutdown. Heretics have been given an opportunity here to put FUT back in the box, and the scoreline stayed close. I don't want to misinterpret that or maybe misrepresent it.
But this is Heretics in control.
Yes,
for
and
sure.
FUT on the attack on their map choice, on a map that traditionally has suited them exceptionally well. You can see it in their DNA, how they're built. You look at this map to be almost a flagship in my mind. Here, maybe we wouldn't expect it this round, but the way Heretics have handled it, it's a tick in the box for me.
20 HP here left for Yechiche, will be spotted out. Tagged up. Benji, catch the sound cue.
Careful now. They found my one.
Keep him in check for the time being. Takes a little bit of damage, and Koshmaras to clean up. An in-zone flawless here for number 6. Again, we haven't seen the value here from Zeus in this first half in terms of cycling through those ults, and the numbers surely not reflecting that either. Social sitting at 1 and 8, 3 to 9 for Zeus. Sop obviously still putting some numbers up, but it's not netting FUT rounds when they need them. Only thing missing here for Heretics in terms of this ult cycle being the Hunter's Fury, so very comfortable for the final 2 rounds here. That's fine. Stop here.
God. Gee, what is this game? Get me back into the normality I expect. As Heretics eyeing up that 7th. Zeus needed here. 1 away from the ult. Could be achievable. Could be a key piece. Crossdelete got ult, so does Sociable. Still a lot of utility. But they're walking back through the map with very few footholds here. A very passive hold as well from Wu on that A side. Kind of giving up the A side.
Yeah, now a 3v5 versus a very light in terms of util early round. This is a brutal situation to try and overcome. Wu, unorthodox angle for him, but certainly a chance to catch somebody in transition.
And again, when you put into account Benji's utility and nothing heard in middle, you kind of get the picture of where they are. The cross gets punished, just tapping away. Boo, just playing to the timing and the sound of the smokes going up. Door gonna get shut. And an expectation on aggression.
Sails past Sociable, that shot.
It wasn't far. He's dodging bullets
left.
he can't see. Sociable just trying to get some pressure on Heaven, but it's going to put Crossley in a real, impossible scenario. Gosh, Morass is moving around on this map more the entirety of FUT.
Another in-zone flawless here. The Heretics to find number 7. FUT left trailing here in the first half of Ascent. We'll have some ults to invest here in the final round, but buy's not going to be perfect, that's for sure.
One enemy.
Heretics completely unfazed here.
Yeah. Guys, you see how easy it is to play 5v2? We learned, you know?
We just eject back
The
in
river's
from
flowing,
Maven.
Brandon. Oh yeah, the river flows in you. Huh? The river flows in you.
What's that?
It's like a piano piece from a...
True synergy on display here
Yeah.
from the coaching booth.
Energy really high as well. It's a great piece of music though, so he's not wrong in that regard. For now, Kosh Morass just feels like he's on cloud 9. Sociable just shoved away. Boo with the double. FUT, where are you in this game? I have never seen them go out and bow down to this sort of tempo or pressure. But they've not made it through the starting blocks.
Again, just a round concluded effectively off first wave. Yechiche and Crossley left to try and recover something once more.
Camera taken out.
Benji still tucked into the B site. Unnoted as of yet, but surely going to be considered here. It's only going to be the neural theft that's going to have any sort of impact here, if at all. Yechiche still missing one.
Wow, my cage triggered.
TP to come through here, but a little bit of a fake here on the info. Boo actually stacked over towards spawn.
Tis a ruse. Crossley. So the Dart CT. And there's just so many numbers. Crossley, a valiant attempt for the scoreline.
It's all Heretics, Lauren.
And it doesn't look difficult.
Coasting through this first half.
Yeah, this has been comfy stuff, which was not an expectation here on Ascent. However, last half time we had a check-in with the Spanish casters. Time to give the Turkish casters a chance to say their piece too.
One enemy remaining.
Hello, guys. Thank you so much for taking.
And as well, that's off the back of the pistol, round 2, then only 6 and 7 to follow that.
Shadows traveling.
But it was all Heretics, and it was the nature in which FUT were losing the rounds. Heretics, like I said, just total cruise control from them.
Blind.
Well, Kosh Moras, never one to back down from a fight, is he? Straight in. I mean, his confidence is something else, but it's Crossley doing the damage so far. Good work, Boo!
Oh,
When's Boo been doing this stuff? Who's on his
snapping on
PC?
heads
Who's
now.
on his PC, man? You're here to IGL, you calm down. Yeah, to Jay, 1v3.
Spike planted.
Kosh Moras is chomping at the bit. This guy, I hope he can keep this level up at an international. I really do.
isn't it a really exciting prospect?
That to me is like the thing as well. Can it translate? Because he's just so in it. 9-4. There's a big round to win for the Heretics side.
And this is the byproduct, really, if you straight away facing off against double digits.
One enemy remaining.
You're effectively, the one buy round becomes even more crucial, and Heretics already converting a bonus this evening. Saw how they're able to develop a very early snowball. I'm definitely worried.
It concerns me for the rest of the series, yeah.
Clean on the side of Heretics here. It could be an absolute death sentence here on Ascent. I mean, to be honest, looking at the veto, you hear Ascent, it's FUT, and then you go to Breeze and you think, God, if they had a convincing performance on Ascent, ride that wave into Breeze. Now we're looking at the total opposite.
Yeah, 180 on
Then
it.
it's like, well, okay, cool, let's take Kosh Moras and Woot to Breeze after this performance.
Yeah. God, I can't wait for it now. NG, not going to get all the info here. It's a bit of a weird one, because we've got a 3-play stack on door. How far does Benji get before he's going to call this out? Because there's also a problem in middle, the form of Zeus, but they do only have pistols, so even if in the right place, incredibly hard to make it the right time, and he gets curious, he wants to get involved, and with Benji's success finding no one on B, they dismantle this.
And he's just lost in a sea of sight. You can see him just on the minimap, just spinning on every angle.
They're
He's like,
not
guys,
here.
there is nobody here.
I promise you. I promise. They are in top middle, though. The pathing a little curious from Heretics. Didn't want to take the safe route. They want to take the quicker way, and they get caught on that. Fortunately, the shock dart doesn't quite find its purchase. Now Boo left to almost lurk in this. They've got the security of the smoke. Benji now needs to really make sure no one can slip the net. Speaking of course, FUT walking smokes.
10 seconds left here, but should be able to cycle the spike across. Boot tagged up, but finally gets the spike down.
My camera.
One enemy remaining.
I was going to say, Benji couldn't really get involved in that. It's only a ghost, so you didn't want to see him swinging onto CT to try and offset that. The clean-up here is a 3K for Benji to find number 10.
Oh, this just looks like business, doesn't it? It doesn't even look like they're breaking a sweat at this point.
Even here, retaining a weapon. So probably Kosh Moras is going to pick that up. So, and actually, kind of bolsters this round 3 for them.
Camera taken out.
Only really going to be Woot to suffer. You look what's behind this now. It's comfortable to potentially springboard off it. Now if they just make this scrappy, right, force FUT into an uncomfortable position economically.
And have we seen a timeout from FUT?
Yeah, we saw one in the first half. Yeah, not much of a change, but certainly didn't have much of an impact.
Okay, and FUT though, finally getting a bit active. Want to take the extremity on A main. Gonna posture up with Zeus. Clearing at least towards the kind of wall, but
No coverage towards mid here.
no. And already Benji's found that little bit of a gap.
I don't know if they're going to really be able to find an indicator that everything ahead of Benji is open right now. I mean, Yetsuj just looked towards spawn, so the awareness is there for sure, but I mean, at the minute mark, you don't want to see somebody tucked onto stairs on B checking spawn.
It's this double stack towards Wine that could still have impact. I say Wine is more main, but does Aldrone force him away? Almost going to have the dart back at this point. That's going to at least see Sop. Paranoia exchange. Going to see the flash as well. Going to note 3 players here. That is just the go signal for Koshmaras. Going to put up at least the first, but do they pivot? No, they want to continue on this way. 30 seconds here for Heretics. They do need to make this count.
Left.
I think Benji just got some contact as well. He's down at 28, so they found him as well. This is decent for FUT. They are holding on to this, but boo! Oh, he has hit some shots today. Benji being a nuisance on the cross.
Going to catch the sound cue on the second as well. Just has to stay tucked for the time being.
Yeah, wants to be a late game piece, late round piece to this. And now starting to hear the presence on Heaven. He should start his way forward. Just the insurance policy, if anything gets a little untoward. But they still have 2 players sat comfortably on main. Woo, yeah, a little low HP. Boo, tucked down in towards Hell. Crostally knows it. But it's just how do you get past it? A dive towards site, the plant's still favorable. And there's Benji, finally makes his appearance. It was a long road, but he had to shift it. There's Crostally now, surrounded on all fronts, and it's a comfortable find for Heretics, 11-4.
Should be 12 to follow as well. FUT said needed to win that one, and it needs to be fairly clean. They are going to suffer in terms of the purchase here. Don't have any Ulster hand, nothing to really offset this position now. Heretics moving towards a TP, a Hunter's Fury, Neural Theft as well. This could be lights out here.
This does feel a bit of a sucker punch, really, doesn't it? Completely out of the blue for me. I really thought this was going to be FUT's springboard back into the series. A nice moment for them to get that confidence back high after Lotus. It looks like they haven't recovered, which is concerning bigger picture. I don't think we need to talk about it just yet. These games aren't an international, but again, you've got to have resilience.
It's a best-of-5 test, and that's what it's...
Yes. And on the other side, look, how many times have we questioned Heretics' best-of-5 capability? It was one of their biggest faults. When they got to those late stages, it got to the best-of-5s, they would struggle. Here, they've seemed to hold their own. Still able to come up with ideas and keep their cool here. And in 1 minute, they slowly begin their approach towards A.
Again, it's Guardians and Bulldogs here to really try and hold down the fort. Not comfortable in terms of committing to these first engagements, so opting to stack up here for a retake.
Now it looks to be the intention.
Bay here, yeah, in towards Heaven.
No one's getting active on a lurk or a flank for Heretics, so it's going to be kind of a standardized post plant. Do they have any ult? Rien's. That's what I was looking at.
Sop just caught a headshot as well there. Rien's very disconnected, so Heretics just need to buy time on the side.
They're doing more than that. Koshmaras once again involved. Benji on the trade, and the numbers sitting good. Yet a J, a formality to the outcome. A far cry from the first map here. As 12 looking like it is fated to be carved on the board. 12-4, and Heretics looking like it's just another day at the office.
Just so broke. Obviously opting to buy back in here. In that previous round, it's going to be a similar purchase. Sop taking a ton of damage from health. Heretics, the cleanup is just beautiful. No! The TP and Neural Theft is still no ultimate available from these opening 4 rounds. Similar trend to what we saw on the attack. Didn't build towards some of these key ultimates early on. Really struggled in terms of the impactful, high-value rounds that they lost out. Kept in check. Whoa, kept in check, not for long.
Look at this, absolute confidence. It's only Sociable to do some damage back. A nice shock dart may put Benji off that confident roll, but Sociable trying to bang down the hatches on the B site. He's got help here. He's not alone, it's Crostally by his side, but 3 players against the 4, and Rienz is flying in. Crostally with it all to do. 3, can't make it 4.
Who's got TP?
1v1, you're right. Does he stay here?
I mean, he would be TPing into Yetajay's setup over on the A site. So it'll be an information factor to consider.
Does he go for the fake TP? Does he? He's got so many options here.
Cover going
I want
out.
to explore the idea of it. He's gone for the smoke, looking like he wants to commit towards this side of the map. 38 seconds. And Yetajay getting closer. Does he disrespect the smoke? Should be an expectation against this team. It is, but he still wins. Yetajay going to extend play.
Down to 21. Boo been sharp here on Ascent, but unable to close this one out. FUT will be given number 5. Not necessarily any sort of security in terms of the buy, though, because it was 2 rounds back-to-back. They're buying down to 50 credits here and there.
Enemy remaining.
Least the benefit being TP, Hunter's Fury, just missing 1 point for the other 3. But we're talking about very fine margins here.
Yeah, the finest of margin that SOP can't afford a shield. So it is get what you can, do what you can. No room for mistake. Kosh Maras right off the rip here. Eat that paranoia, going to be seen scaling up. But Yetajay put in the corner, comes out, gets it. Kosh Maras goes down, sees some more. Boo! Still going to find Sociable. Takes out his opposing number. Zeus on the swing from heaven. It's only Boo doing damage back right now. Boo on 3, but it's SOP doing the same. 6 for FUT.
Another round or 2 to break the finances here from Heretic's early success. This will be the one to first, at least the first round, to keep it in check ever so slightly.
I've just noticed Zeus is still on 3 kills.
Yeah.
He's just not been present in this, has he?
I mean, it's
wow.
a statement to say you just can't remember many Phoenix ults, right? It's the one we're talking about when we had the operator in the first half. It's usually such a huge talking point, teams that make this work. But again, when you gather in the majority of those orbs in deaths, it's not how you want to see this pan out at all.
And it's a pacey approach through Cat. Flash on the smoke, turned back to business. Stops right there. This is a fight in middle, and Heretics have won out thus far. A 2-for-1 trade, burying Zeus and SOP. But can they find the next correct step? Yetajay still commanding a good amount of space and gets the info.
But that will reveal that it is solo. TP to come across here from Sociable. But again, it's called the entire rotation of FUT. Yetajay can't make earlier progress in this because of the trip. TP to come through here. Boost sticks it.
Okay, he commits, but I guess whereas the trade, it's not quickly happened. So Cross Delete with a little bit of life left in him, still going for this. Benji on the overwhelm on the CT side, gonna open up the chance for the plant.
Thank God Sociable gets a gun there. Still a judge to hand. 8 seconds on a reveal here. Rienz and Benji now in a position to close this out.
2 through market, Heretics getting active. Benji getting interested, one in this, one done. And they fall back, they make Sociable work for his dinner. 4 kills so far in this entire map. This is what we're asking of him in this round. Sociable makes an attempt, and that's all it will be. 13-6, a clean cut affair for Heretics. It looked all too simple here, and if anything, a little surprising on Ascent.
To close out the series for FUT, to be quite honest, to come to Breeze on a map 4, you're loving that.
Yeah?
Not now,
No,
at all, to be honest.
no.
You'd almost lean this towards kind of like a comfort building up throughout this, given no semblance of that at all. Top though, going forwards here, we'll find Boot. This initial exchange outside A, Kosh Maras still eager to even the odds here, but Rienz, the Cats with the shock dart.
Oh, but Crossley's got the cross. Until then, Woot's
is
going to prime
that?
out of position, but it's Sociable left, not on his own. He's got the help of Zeus coming through. It's Yetajay to break down Benji, but it feels like it's falling apart. Woot! Saving him, because I was a bit concerned when Boo died that way.
That first kill from Woot is beautiful, but to clean up the headhunter here, close out a pistol. 4 Heretics still looking as if they're going to play very aggressively on this. That first one to cross to is fantastic.
God. Very clean work.
So really seeing Koshmaras show a little bit of emotion here, certainly leaning into the occasion. Heretics with a chance to end it all here.
Certainly teed up for it, aren't they?
Yeah, I was going to say FUT elsewhere on this round 2.
Got to
Take a
stop
bit
that
of a gamble.
momentum. They
Yeah.
have to. There's got to be something to happen here.
You say that as well, though, but FUT have had kind of pistols to do that. And thinking back to map 2, that was all they got in that half. It was just Heretics to close the account very quickly. This one feels like a little bit of a formality. Benji's going to be here to at least get an indicator of how well invested this flank is. Only a sheriff to hand, but sacrifice this in this situation.
Yeah, he is the alert system, and he's going to see a great deal of players, right? That was 3 at minimum seen. A little spam from Rienz. They can't go too aggy on this.
Well, they
if
just
you're
disconnect to
Heretics,
play range here.
exactly.
FUT are just locked out. They have to reconsider the approach. We'll leave one over towards main and readdress double doors.
Yeah, that paranoia getting prime. Time to go. Koshmaras going to see it, and there's Wu just farming up. This feels unthreatening so far.
What, like 3 or 4 kills through objects here in the first couple of rounds. But unable to do much damage at all here. And this purchase will be protected. Wu, an opportunity.
Yeah.
Actually, no, slight readjustment here, actually. Will be full shields across the board. On the side of FUT, we're already past halfway. Boo as well towards a res.
They're making great progress. It's a bit scary if you look at those kind of finer margins to operate under, but a chance now, and it has to start now. Can't have another round just be slipped away and not really have a say in it. So what's the plan? A 3-place stack in middle. 1-1 on both sides of the map, and hoping someone gets up middle. That might be Koshmaras. That could be a chance for it. Wu, not seeing any resistance either on this peak.
And there still hasn't been identified on the side of Heretics. Issue being, though, look towards double doors. Benji's got himself...
Nice position, that.
...to basically keep the rotation at bay. Social with a good understanding here. Does he spam off the drone?
Oh, he's so close to being right. He's so close to being right, but their heads up in their work. So diligent on the clear. And then you have Benji to complement this as well, right? Takes that step through from the double doors, and now it's just the back of yellow that's easily spammed out, and it already is. Benji's taken away cross to lead. Plant's now in, post-plant with 4, and they've got good site control. Ooh,
and look at the wall as well.
Yeah.
Benji just to block off anything filtering through. Buys them a ton of time. Especially with Boo's wall as well.
There's only really one way forward. You can see them exploring their options, and I think they're coming to the conclusion we are that it is limited at the best of times. Jay wants to at least keep an attempt at some of this. They've got to make sure that no one can close down on Boo without at least getting a bit of a shot towards him, and they can't. Really nice post-plant positioning here. And FUT, once again, struggling to find this level of impact. Sop, yes, he wants in, but the crossfires are there.
It's another bonus for Heretics. Again, these early map modes, or even early half, actually, I think second half previously, able to string together a ton of rounds based off this, and 3 left standing. And Woot now can potentially throw another lighter buy in the mix. Look at the buy from FUT.
Oh, that's a pretty one, that. What do you want to call that? Do we have a name for that one?
I was going to say Marshiko, but you can't say Marshiko.
I was going to say Mabucky, but...
Mabucky.
It's working.
Oh.
Oh.
It's fallen.
So, you got anything? I mean, he was pretty wild with it before. But what is this buy?
They do have the chance to obviously res here. Have to protect it as best they can.
Your duty is not over.
The wall invested to do so.
I forgot they even had that res that early.
A wide open B site. Conscious of anybody drifting outside of B main. And Koshmaras, he can plant the seed of doubt. I mean, with the way that rounds have panned out today. You see Kosh Maras, you've got to believe there's an extra body or two behind him. Be very telling. FUT still relying on some of these scopes to do work here in round 4. Heretics, I feel like they're gonna maybe try and sell a fake here, but there's nobody to react based on this information.
No.
They're actually pushing down towards mid. Might catch Benji.
Could be heard. He is. Yeah, Jay's heard that. Get yourselves ready. Oh, 20 seconds? We're running on 25. Oh my God. There's the cross. Gonna be tagged.
They can't stop and fight this.
No, they can't. They've got to keep running. You've got to keep moving right about now. You cannot slow down. It's 15 seconds. Get the knife out, mate. Get going.
Thank God they gave the
Yeah,
spike to Kosh
I was
Maras.
like, don't leave it with Boo. And there's still going to be a fight on this because it is so late. They're going to try and flood back in, but actually, the Rifle's winning out here. Zeus and Jay with a couple of weakened targets, but all standing together. Heretics, 5 alive, and another round.
By the skin of their teeth. Get an extra body or so down mid here could have really changed the outcome. But it's 4 on the board for Heretics.
Right here.
Kosh Maras, ult to hand, Riens, Benji and Wu, all with good progress. With FUT to
Get like
core.
5 marshals, guys. I swear to God.
Yeah, just finally figuring out what the buy was. An earlier timeout here considered. We obviously, right?
Yeah, 100%. This
Like,
is...
at this point, it's just like, well, guys, ignore the confidence factor. Like, start taking risks. Like,
Yes.
lean into the likes of Sop, the likes of Zeus, way
Play 'em
more
in.
heavily. But we just haven't seen that step change yet.
That's the curious part, but we are seeing a walk down middle from Zeus. So maybe trying to take the initiative himself here. Does have Crossley watching a little bit deeper. Just going to check on elbow, but no progress quite that far yet. Riens is our drone the furthest forward for now. With that connecting, it does leave a moment for Zeus to be vulnerable here, but a slow and steady approach from Heretics. Make sure they clear their corners, probably after this timeout, just considering what the adjustment would be.
Yeah, Spike not committed either way just yet. Zeus, unfortunately, dash will expire. Oh, but a great swing onto Wu.
That's what you want to see.
Nearly catches the adjustment here, but advantage in favor of FUT. Haven't said that in a while.
No, man to the good there. Boo, obviously no res to be utilized this time around. Sop on the line on A. Just ready to soak this B hit. Still got Zeus doing what he can. Benji trying to sell something here on that audio cue.
Especially off the late wall.
Yet, and he doesn't. Zeus really good at clearing that. Time to adjust, time to get over to the other side of the map. Can these 3 do anything with this situation? Well, yes! With Riens getting all 3 players!
The bait and switch off the reveal behind the Sage wall here is their demise, and the B site will fall. Beautiful stuff here.
Oh, it's turned on a dime now. 3v2, Sop and Sociable. The 2 who were on the A site initially, now slowed in approach. Still a paranoia, a smoke, but tough corners to be cleared, and Kosh Maras wants to buy time and cost them on the way back through. Can Sociable do any more? He's got 2 more players to pry out of these positions. And Riens says ult just in case needed. Gonna see Boo. Gonna try and force his hand, but he's timed it well. He's seen the plan. He's seen what's going on, but he's lost his head there. And now the 1v1, Riens. You might be needed to do just what he can. 4 kills, but those 3, Mike, were everything.
You can see their crosshairs turn here on the back of the reveal. And again, this wall to just cancel out a crucial sight line in terms of there not being a sight hold, and Heretics forcing a fight behind Pillar.
My ult is ready.
Riens finds 3 here, and a 4th on the shock dart.
I'm not wasting my ult for that, bro.
Fair play.
Beautiful cleanup. Heretics continuing to just run rings around FUT in some of these rounds.
And it's hard to keep picking yourself up and be aggressive again, right? It's, okay, we don't have the buy for it this round. We've got a couple of ults, okay, but what can I do with it? See if Zeus has any say in the matter. All stacked up and nowhere to go. Riens getting interested, and this is all towards A, so it is going to be a bloodbath. And there's the knife. Zeus gets in and takes out 2 of them. Lovely impact for the man. Now, Rienz and Benji back to the wall.
This does catch a little bit of damage there, but no confirmation. Shock dart won't land. Yetijay has found space elsewhere. Benji will be the first test for him.
One enemy remaining.
Passes it with flying colours. And all right, Yetijay. A mode of Thrifty with a dash of those knives in there.
Again, these are the sort of rounds that FUT really need to get a grip on, where it's always nice to see Benji doing what's kind of unpredictable in terms of no commitment of the wall early on, some real question marks across the map, but these are the ones that FUT have to go forwards, unfortunately. They have to get a sense of where the default lies. So it can be so scrambled in terms of a late round if maybe Heretics can catch a glimpse of a player here and there.
Well, they've got plenty of ults. They've still got a really nice buy. We're going to hear
let's
Whoops coming out early, and I think we're going to have a little check-in on those comms for Heretics right about now.
Wait, we're mauling. Keep going.
Chill, I will drone, okay?
Yes, go drone. Try to smoke down, bro. Smoke down.
Yes, I'm holding mid.
Guys, he's close.
Go.
Let's go. Mid.
Can we pick one?
Yes. Jet mid. Nice, that.
I chill now. There is two more.
One more.
So, yeah, Viper side.
Bro, I'm picking him.
Go. He.
I think holding you.
He's mid side, I think.
Yes, mid side.
Wait, I'm coming.
Go. I will pick one.
Get flank.
Two. He's running back.
Okay. I will double that for you.
Go.
Yon is unknown.
I wanna pick right, okay?
Yeah, go.
They are all double.
Player standing.
They're being towards there.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They just can't get enough. A Red Bull clutch. It sounded like they were down and out.
I'm going to be honest, I'm going to chill now, guys. Gets 2 kills. Huh?
Where's the chill? Where's the chill? That doesn't seem chill.
Absolutely zero chill in that situation. Woot, they want to find crucial impact here, and Rienz starting to come alive. A few slower maps from him.
They're destroyed right now, bro. Good fuck.
Yeah, and I think Benji's absolutely right in talking about this previous issue with the confidence of really being knocked off their pedestal, really, in terms of being in charge of the initial, I guess, mental games here.
Yep.
Benji, nail on the head. He knows he's got them in recovery mode. Scramble here, commitment of Hunter's Fury. Onto a Neon. Could easily get away from that, and
You'd think so, right?
Sop shut down to try and follow up on it. Maybe feeling there's a couple of players behind that. We've already talked about Koshmaras being the one to maybe sell some of these situations for Heretics. Perfect example here.
Is there an awareness of Zeus being this far up? Because I was kind of looking at window.
Surely with Sop going forward on that Hunter's Fury, they've actively tried to take that space on the back of it. Which is why I think we're going to see Whoop retreat. At least we'll get the heal off. And now, advantage situation.
Here.
And again, another round that the wall is not committed. Benji.
Enemy mark.
Noted now, though.
Good timing on the drone. 40 seconds. It is getting a bit late now. And I like that from Yetijay. Wants info, takes a risk for it, and going to try and be a little bit slippery. Going to force the hand of Heretics, but with 30 seconds.
They're not reading that he's committed to this flank.
No, they have no idea. Now they do. Oh, he's gone shut down, Rienz. Brutality in the way he's playing. 5v3, 20 seconds. Sociable's got to be somehow so instrumental in this. He is now. Yeah, there it is. 10 seconds. Got to clear him, though. He's trying to play his life. He's done really well there. Does go down the trade. Sight now somewhat secure. And I say somewhat. Cross-delete, getting curious.
Player standing.
Benji with a catch here in the pit. Just Zeus left, 1v3, and a pit to overcome. And they're stacked inside, has to deal with the trip. Reveal his position.
He's got so many corners to clear. As you said, and then the pit on top. No tools to be able to make that easier. And just making it costly at these points just doesn't feel anywhere near enough.
No, it's not the sort of redeeming factor that FUT can rely on at all. Zeus, I think, probably just going to give this up. There's zero logic to go into this.
We might be getting that infamous scoreline. Yeah, it is going to be 7-1. My, how the tables have turned here. I didn't think I'd ever see the day FUT were this handled.
Yeah, just thrown off their game massively. You see as well, couple of these situations are at fine margins, right? One of these players can get a kill. I mean, a kill. It's like FUT sometimes will put a player in a position they have no right to be in and find 2 or 3. But this is all Heretics once more. Yetajay, sociable, ults to invest. Heretics certainly hitting their stride. Push out through mid here on the back of the drone. Identify Woot's position. Is he checked? He had to get a kill before TP. He gets another one!
They can't stop him! They can't stop a thing! This feels like there is one outcome, and FUT can't deny it.
Again, and that's exactly the sort of situation, right? Early proactivity, and Woot finds 2 when he could be so easily overwhelmed. Those are the scenarios where usually FUT create advantages and run away with rounds.
Cross to me. Fortunate to not get marked by that, but it's still 50 seconds to play with. Heretics have options here.
And denial of information or intent once more on the side of Heretics. It's forcing FUT to explore elsewhere on the map. But it's a 3v5. Costly still considered now. Right after that silence from the drone.
30 seconds left.
Okay, that's good. Oh, that would have been great stall on main, just to the spikes there. But Yetajay, trying to remember who he was not too long ago with a big double kill. Plays in Crossley, desperate to do damage, but there's still Rien's alive, leaving Sociable very much outgunned and outnumbered.
Spike planted.
Can he at least get Woot? Nah, you can't get a thing! 8-1.
Just going through the motions now, and I think you nailed it. It's just some of these situations feel inevitable when Heretics are playing like this. Woot and Rien's large and in charge here on Breeze.
One enemy remaining.
Would not surprise me to see another timeout called here, because just nothing is landing for FUT. Even these situations where at least now they're trying to get themselves. We didn't see that on Ascent. They were just contingencies in some of their approaches, but yeah, it's concerning to see a team go from such highs to kind of bow out like this ahead of an international.
Little crab cam there. Thank you, observers. Appreciate you. Right, early pop of...
Well,
What?
like I said, they just can't get themselves into a spot to find some of these favorable scenarios that suit them so well.
Oh.
2 judges, 2 guardians.
Yeah.
Left to hold down the fort here in round 10.
And we were just bullish in middle, you know what I mean? Taking deep lines like that. Confidence being key. Yeah, that is going to be just a judge in that pit. On the other side, I was going to say, is it a high-low setup? Not really. Well, Zeus up top, but again, the way Heretics have been playing, the protocols are solid. They have the util to disrespect the smoke if they so desire.
Yeah, it could be a concern, but the Hal drone going to come through, cancel that out. This is at least a crucial player off this early angle. So yeah,
Look
what
at
do you
it.
do, man?
Look at that
What
crunch.
can you do?
It's so good. It's so rehearsed, it's well spaced, it's well thought out. They are making no mistakes here, Heretics. They've been on the receiving end of these losses themselves in the past. This time, they will not allow a repeat performance of that. Woot, yeah, just gonna stick on this as Yetajay. His options are near on 0. A judge and a corner. And you can see Boo's not far off from this. Hello, gonna find him. Gonna do some damage on the follow-up, but simple stuff for Heretics again.
Up to 9. Another flash in the pan. Here, unless FUT can really turn things around, don't have the support of... What a shot.
Again, this pinch, that timing. Dart goes in, Kosh straight through sight, pinching from the back, make sure there's a little crossfire in play.
Again, this wall, without finding that success ahead of a post-plant scenario, the wall goes up and it cuts off some of the crucial spam sort of sight lines. And again, it's an operator on the other side of that from Woot to really batten down the hatches. And yeah, just to follow on from that, the concerns being now FUT are in basically free fall, right? You don't have the support of another check-in. This all rides on what's discussed round by round.
It just feels like they've run out of gas completely. And Woot's confidence never to be knocked. Wants to look toward middle. This time not going to get the same play in up mid.
Right here.
I was on what? I think it was Zeus or Sop. So they've already been put back in their shell. He gets a lot of freedom to work here.
And he's got to be a consideration on the side of FUT. You can see now a much deeper hold. Nobody really testing the waters out towards mid, prioritizing. Little stack towards A main. Costly now. Was that just 2 spotted?
I'm not seeing much adjustment from the rest of FUT, so maybe thinking it is still just the 2, but at 30 seconds, got to do something.
Alarm bell should be ringing.
You'd imagine so, right? That's the only contact that you've had at this point. And okay, Yedajay on an off angle, gonna help things out. That's gonna be Woot gone. This time a little bit harder, but well, Koshmaras makes it look easy. Hunting down these players. Yedajay desperate to make a final stand. With 13 seconds, he's gonna fall. Plant's gonna be next. That's in, undisputed.
Left. Spike planted.
All 3 players here trailing behind. Again, weapons to hand, sure, but it's a Guardian for Zeus. It's a 3v3. They're about to walk into Boo's crosshair.
Not called for help yet, now certainly will be, and Rien's turns on a dime. Cleared in the corner, but Rien's still popping off. It's Sociable in the 1v2 now. Oh! Just pick a player, pick any of them. They can all do it.
Rien's taking his rightful place back at the top of the board for Heretics. Some huge individual rounds from him here on Breeze.
Be still.
Time where Heretics really starting to hit their peak in terms of execution here. Ult's not there. I mean, it's TP for Sociable. Maybe Sops. On the side of Heretics, a Hunter's Fury. A tour de force here. Does feel like an 11-1 culmination here. First half of Breeze.
I think it wasn't it one of the weird Guardian rounds they won before, maybe? So, if I'm clutching at straws, that's one of them. Well, there we go. Zeus lands a shot on Woot. Sops out and about. And the Hunter's Fury deep from Rien's, maybe trying to identify, but hard to pin down one of these players. It's Benji to break through in middle. I'm confident enough to...
Sociable down to 5.
Yeah, hand that out to Sociable. He is barely alive.
Sop still here, noted earlier on, of course, but...
Ooh. Does he get timing on this? Oh, they turned. They knew the timing was there. Super heads up. And a catch on the follow-up. They're reading them so well. It feels predictable.
Sociable TPs across here, but it's 5 HP and a Guardian for him, and immediately Heretics shift their focus back towards A.
I guess if anything, Crossley the healthier player of the 2, but now all on his lonesome. Trying to maybe play safe for a second.
He's got Bulldog as well.
Yeah, it's not pretty. And it is being watched, at least on the push out from Benji. Got to be a bit careful on site. I think they're thinking about it. Now they know.
Scanning ahead.
You're not going to make it out easy. You might know where Benji is. You can do a bit of chip to him, but you're hoping Sociable gets you one. He does. But in the meantime, Rien's took down Cross Delete. This feels like a formality. It is 11-1.
Absolutely textbook from the Heretics to close out a huge advantage here in the first half of Breeze.
Yeah, and earlier today, Ginny had a chance to debrief with Neil Zenio and Weber about their coaching.
One enemy remaining. Do not
Weber, Neil, I would like to hear a little bit more about your philosophy when it comes to coaching, and especially speeches.
This one is do or die.
Yeah, you're spot on. All right, it's got to be now for FUT. They can't afford another round loss. Heretics all-time high, however. Combination of a lot of hard work, and yeah, they're reaping the benefits. Already 2 kills, and that front line is shattered.
To just 3. Sop and Zeus down. A Ghost, still some utility to work with, but just playing from behind once more. And Wu, unnoted as of yet, Shorty in hand. He should be good for the first here. Second, maybe. Still got a TP to get out as well. A ton of damage done.
Oh, there's a wall. Oh, this is a sour way to bow down here, but it will be bowing down to the knees at 12-1. Heretics looking in fine form today.
I think it's just going to be whatever they can scrape together here to follow up and try and make a stand. Heretics, I mean, have just played lights out today. Considering all the other factors we discussed, right, an exhausting, grueling series yesterday, you would have expected the same level of test from FUT, but absolutely stepping up to the occasion. And now with a chance to close things out with a 13-1 to close the series. NG. Keep him at bay. Zeus actually.
Oh,
Tagged a little tag here.
Oh, he should be
Ton of
dead.
damage.
How is he still alive? I don't know how he's breathing at this point. He's got a kill on Sociable, finally found, but some effective
Look where the
trades.
spike is, though.
Oh my God, well, you're right. How has it gone there? I guess on the split through? But gosh, Morass,
How do they get back here now?
I don't know. Especially now, there's one way forward.
Do get some upgrades here. Zeus and Yetiche will get their hands on some weaponry, but Wu, unnoted here, lying in wait, is given a chance here and will shut down Yetiche. Just Zeus and Crossley left.
Zeus needs to do a lot of work here. That's the spike back in hand. He needs to be on guard duty at this point. If they even want to plant, it doesn't feel safe. There it is, gonna commit. Zeus turns attention, looks towards the other side of the wall, and there it is! Simple stuff for Team Heretics. They made this look all too easy.
Certainly rising to the occasion. A team that has been so criticized, under scrutiny time and